Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? 108s, we back in the building. It's Saturday. You already know what it is. Yo, clowns, I hope that's enough energy for you. What's good, good people, man? I see the chat is lit right now. Yo, man, the support is crazy right now. I'm really feeling y'all energy, and y'all know if this is Saturday, it's the Dragons Den Podcast, and if it's Dragons Den Podcast, you know it's Twitter Finger Saturday too. So get ready for those codes to get dropped sometime during this live show, and we got a great panel. We have a special guest. We have the return of one of our panel members, Mrs. Akumu Matata. Did I get it right?
It's Akumu Matata.
Yo, you know what? That's why I don't be saying that crap. You know what I'm saying? We got my man Sick, and we got the Almighty, excuse me. And you know why he's a great guy? Because he got a dragon in front of his name. It's my man, Dragon Yobi. Man, let's get it. We ready to hit y'all with some topics. We're going to talk about some stuff nobody else been talking about. You know how 108 do. You know how we do it in these streets. Welcome everybody in these chats. Y'all already know. So I want to introduce my man again, Dragon Heart Yobi, man. Classic dude. Always been around. Always been supportive. Yobi, talk to me. What's life been doing with you, man? How's it been treating you? And you going to get those 5 top questions, or really 10, before we even get started and go to the rest of the panel. No, you know what? I'm going to let everybody get, and then we're going to come right back to you. So, Yobi, what's been good with you? What you been playing, homie?
Just been enjoying life, man. Just happy to be alive, happy to see another day. And the games that I've been playing is, the Legendary Edition, Mass Effect. The greatest game ever made.
Facts.
I know I'm gonna get flexed. I know
up there. It's up there.
For that, but I don't care.
No, that's your opinion.
It's up there.
And we respect all that here. What else you been playing?
I've been playing okay, so I've been playing Mass Effect. Let's see. Mass Effect. I played a little bit of Medium. I was playing Naruto 2 Boruto Shinobi Strikers with my boys the other day. Naruto Shippuden Ninja Storm 4. And Xenoverse 2 and
108 Dragons TV welcomes Living Split Screen Podcast to the show.
I got it on sale for $10. Shout out to Warrior64.
Well, make sure you don't send me no friend request to play that game, because then you might not ever want to play with me again. So I don't want to have to smoke you. So with that being said, I only
play 2K for the season mode. I don't play online.
Oh, you know, competitive. Just my player.
I don't want no smoke, bro. I don't want no smoke.
Woo!
No smoke. And I completed Cyberpunk 2077, 1,000, everything.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
One more time. Yeah, I finished the hell out of the game. I gotta beat it one more time as a female V, and I'm putting it down to it's fully fixed and all the DLC come out.
Oh, nice. That's dope. That's dopey dope. And it's good to see everybody in the chat, man. Y'all already interacting. That's what I'm talking about. Gaming community coming together for one common goal, and that's to have great gaming opportunities and great gaming moments. Now, Akumu, I'm not doing it. Akumu, what's good with you? What you been playing?
I'm good. Taking a day at a time. Like Yobi, I've been on that Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
Is it new to you?
No. I played the original versions.
Okay.
So when I heard the Legendary Edition was coming out, I was hyped for it. I was like, all right, I couldn't wait. So as soon as I got it, I've been playing it. I was supposed to finish Resident Evil Village, which I finally finished, but I got distracted by Mass Effect until a certain somebody got on me to finish Village.
Oh, you mean that dude that talking 17 different tongues with the Satan rings? That guy? Oh, we're not going to say his name because we don't want him to pop on your camera. You know what I'm saying? So we just going to leave that alone. You know what I'm saying? And what else you been playing?
The other game I've been playing has been Vermintide. I went back to that one because...
Yeah, Bloody been hitting me up with those.
Getting hyped for that Warhammer 40K. So I'm like, all right.
I'm with you with that. Sis.
Let's out the Vermintide too, and let's play some of that and get ready.
Yeah, that's a fact. Sick, what you been playing? Talk to me, bro.
Steve, I ain't been playing. Actually, I ain't been playing too much, but that drought is about to end because this Wednesday, PSO2 New Genesis. I'm gonna be on that.
You know what? I'm gonna jump on that. I'm gonna jump on that with you. Yeah, I'm gonna jump on that with you.
That's gonna be the new addiction. PSO2 is my top played game on since it came out last year. So New Genesis is just basically gonna slot right in and take that place.
Yeah.
I'm hopping on with y'all. Say no more.
Now,
There's room for one more.
facts. Before we get into anything, I'd like to congratulate everybody that follows me, everybody supports me on Twitter and YouTube. Listen, I hit 1,300 yesterday. Milestone for me.
Proud of you, brother. Proud of
I
you.
appreciate it, and with y'all help, man, it's really been a great journey, and y'all helping me trying to reach a goal, to reach more people, to reach more gamers, to bring more people on this channel, man. And thank everybody for out here just supporting the brother and keeping it real with me. And I know I always keep it real, but you know, when you real, sometimes you don't feel right. We don't do no clickbait here. We just do gaming, baby, and we try to keep it official. Now for my guests, I got 5 questions, 2 different ways. What up?
I mean, Lemon, we waited like 10,000 years for this podcast.
Well, listen, look at what it looks like. It took time.
Hey,
I wasn't going to throw out nothing that says StreamYard. Wasn't doing that, bro. I wanted it to look nice for my people. I want people to come see good quality and enjoy the show. That's what it's all about, man. Getting our gaming community involved, man. I like when dudes are like, yo, you did a lot of work. Yes, I'm working, man. And shout out to my man Graphic Art, who provides me with a lot of these pop-ups and this content. Jay. Facts. Who the dude is just absolutely amazing, man. And he give me ideas, we swap ideas, and we definitely keep that momentum popping, man. And yeah, that's what we doing here. And shout out to the guild, man, the GUG in the building. You already know how we giving it up, man. With that being said, yo, we gotta answer these 10 questions, real easy. Really 2 questions, but 10 answers. I need your top 5 games of all time.
Ooh, top 5 games of all time. Okay, let's start with number 5. Number 5 is gonna be.
No, it don't gotta be in the order. Not what's better. Any order.
It's gotta be in the order. It's gonna be in the order.
I got you.
Y'all can feel me on this one. We got Donkey Kong Country. That's number 5.
Ooh.
Number 4, we got Super Mario World. Super Mario World. That was on the NES. The one with the yellow background with the tail.
Oh, it's Mario 3.
Mario 3. Okay, that one. That's number 4. Number 3 is
Mario
World 2.
Oh yes.
Yes. Super Mario World 2. That was on Super Nintendo with Mario and Yoshi on the front.
Okay.
That was number 3, right?
Megatron in the building. 108 Dragons TV welcomes you, brother.
It's Mass Effect 1.
Oh, okay.
He's one of these guys, man.
No, you gotta let him go.
Listen.
I'm listening.
If we being honest, that's honest. But fucking top 5. It's gonna be my top 6. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Let's go.
Okay. Okay.
Redemptions.
Okay. Now I need something from you, man. I need you to give me your top 5 consoles.
Well, number 5 is the PS2, because let's be honest, when PS2 came out, it came out and destroyed everything.
That's a fact. That's a great gaming. That's a great gaming situation right there.
Okay, so number 5 is PS2.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 is the Sega Dreamcast.
Okay.
Got to.
Okay, I'm rocking with that.
Bro, my main game on Dreamcast was Sonic Adventure, the Shadow game, Power Stone. Who remember Power Stone?
Facts.
Oh yeah.
Power Stone. Capcom beat him up 3D, 3/4 view. Ass whipping, beating dudes with clubbers. Bloom. Yeah, we know what that's about. Let's get it.
And don't forget Ready to Rumble. That was on Dreamcast. Afro
Thunder. AKA what's his name? Jim Kelly.
Jim
Boxing Jim Kelly.
Facts. Facts.
Okay, so the Dreamcast. Number 3 is the Super Nintendo.
All right.
Okay.
Number 2 is
108 Dragons TV welcomes Graphic God.
Number 2.
108 Dragons
damn, you
TV
got me
welcomes
slumped right
living
now,
split
bro.
screen
You
podcast
gotta be
to the
prepared
show.
at the Dragons Den, baby. You never know
yeah,
when you get
okay,
that breath of fire to light your
Inquiring
behind up.
minds want to know.
Oh yeah. My bad. Number 2 is on. It's the Game Boy Color. Game Boy Color.
Oh, that's
Okay.
a first. That's a first.
Yeah.
That's a low key
Yeah,
listen,
that's a first.
success.
We can go with that, right, people? Right, community? We can go with that. We can go with that.
It gotta be Game Boy Color because I like the Game Boy, but I didn't like the whole everything was green. But when that Game Boy Color came out, and then it came out with the light accessory you could see at night, it was over.
Facts.
It was over after
Facts.
that. And that's number 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
You already know it. Number 1 is the Xbox 360, baby.
Oh no, you can't. You can't go wrong with that, people. He can't go wrong with that one. That's a win-win situation. That was a great gaming era for 10 years.
I was go. It was a little tricky between Xbox OG and Xbox 360, but Xbox 360.
Nah, Xbox 360
got to be number 1 for me.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that brought me into like a whole different era of gaming, and I never thought gaming could actually go that length with the 360 and the PS3.
Oh, let me cut you off real quick, man. I gotta
ahead,
shout
go
this
ahead.
brother out, man. Everybody give a round of applause for my man, K Mega, aka the Bestie King. The Bestie King. What's good with you, brother? Happy to see you with the Dragons Den. My man, Bestie King. That's my guy right there.
Yo,
That's my guy right there. Number 1 Bestie King, baby. Now,
go beat your ass.
you was done with your 5, man, because we about to hop into these topics, man. You know we got to get into these
I got
topics.
one more thing to say.
Okay,
We got
okay.
one more thing, and Lemon, you got to give me the facts on this.
Okay.
It was the Xbox 360, PS3, right?
Mm-hmm.
PS3 had a little delay, so they had to delay it a year.
6 months, almost 7
That's
months.
6 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a fact, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
From what they were saying, the first company to reach 10 million sales wins.
Slander.
Fact or nectar?
A slander.
Fact or no?
That's a fact.
Fact.
And listen, one more thing before my man Yobi say something. My fact counters, because you know y'all count how many times I say facts.
Yeah, we had.
Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm gonna make that a contest on one of the shows. We're gonna count up all the times I say facts.
Yes, I like.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
And yeah, that's what we're gonna do, man. That's what we're gonna do.
I approve
the
the
fact
statement.
counter. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? The
so they
fact counter.
they said the first console to reach 10 million wins the console war. Fact or no?
Facts.
Yes.
360 was the first to reach 10 million, but at the end of that console generation, PS3, of course, they caught up because it's PlayStation. Oh, PS3 won, but y'all said the first
Generation was
10 million
over
win.
when they caught up.
Yeah. By the time they
Other
did, it
systems
already
was
over.
out.
Like, who cared?
Facts.
I just wanted people to just give the 360 their flowers. They
Can't take a loss gracefully. You know what I'm saying?
Win, lose, or draw.
All right, man.
Fact.
We gonna jump into these topics. Akumu,
Go.
you know, we usually start off with you when you hear sister, but we gotta go with the guest on this one. I want.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Okay.
Ladies
No,
All right.
I don't mind.
Yeah, listen. One of y'all gotta hold the door, and one of y'all gotta walk through it. So what we doing? I'm just saying, what we doing?
Please. After you, please.
All right, Akumu. You know about the game Biomutant? Got a lot of mixed reviews, but I see people that actually put the time into the game, like the game. Have you had a chance to play it, and was you interested in it? And if you didn't play, what do you know about it, and what do you think about this interest that's really been piqued about this game? And just give me your opinions on this. How you gonna go with that? Did you play it?
First, no, I haven't played it yet.
Okay.
I want to. Despite, like you're saying, the mixed reviews and everything,
Right.
I still want to play it. I'm a huge horror RPG fan, right? So as an RPG fan, it appeals to me. Right? Open world, everything. Now the responses that I have been seeing have, like you said, been mixed, right? They
Right.
talk about even they put out a tweet talking about the two difference, how one person was over here talking about, hey, love the open world, hated the combat. On the other side, you had the, hated the combat, or vice versa.
Right.
And that just goes to show everybody has their own opinions. You know, I've heard people complain about the whole fact, and this is something that I do know for a fact as well, is the narration. You know, they were like, oh yeah, you know, they wanted to give everybody their own language. So you go and you talk to somebody, and then you have to wait for the narrator, quote unquote translator, to translate what they're saying. So people were like, no, it takes away from the game. I feel like I spend more time in the dialogue listening to what's going on than I am playing the game. Which again, I think is fair, because most games that I've played that have done that will at least have it in like the subtitles, right? So you just read along with it. You're not even really paying attention to the quote unquote language. So I can see that as like a legitimate complaint. At the same time, you have to remember this was being made by a team of like 20 people.
Well, technically, that's what people keep saying, but that's kind of not the truth. They had contract developers come through and do a lot of different stuff.
Okay.
It was close to like 60, but I hear a lot of podcasters out here saying the word or the number 20.
Well, because
even Halo even Halo Infinite got contracted developers to come in and do a special thing.
Well, I think when people talk about the 20, they're saying, you know, the core team. They're not.
Oh no, that's definitely the core. That's a fact.
The contract.
Yeah, but it definitely wasn't just 20 people like an indie game.
Right. But I'm talking about the core team.
Right, the core team is 20. It's made up of 20.
Right. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking the core team. Yeah, I mean, obviously contractors come in. We see it all the time. People put out and they let you know, hey, contract position.
Right.
So yeah, but core team is being kind of made by like these 20 people who, you know, maybe had to also oversee kind of like the contractors and things like that.
Right.
You know, and after it had been delayed for like several years, I believe. Yeah, I feel like at this point too, kind of like Cyberpunk, you're waiting, it's been delayed, it's so hyped up that I kind of feel like for the people who were interested in this game, they were so hyped up about it that they're kind of like, oh, it's not what I was expecting after all. It's not what I was hyped up, especially after the THQ Nordic came in and kind of also took over. I think a lot of people had more and higher expectations. Despite the fact that this game had already been in development for years, and they're not going back to like, you know, they're not going back to step one and redoing all of it. They're just taking what they had and continuing on. So that, I mean, personally, that's how I feel. Now, is it a game that I still want to play? Yeah, absolutely. And I think this type of game with all the mixed reviews going on, that you should play it for yourself. And I'm not saying you have to go out and buy it right away. You want to wait for it to be on sale? Wait for it to be on sale. You know, you want to wait until it's in that, you know, $5 bin, you know, wait for it. But I still feel like it's still something that you should experience yourself.
Facts. It's a little bit too mixy for me. Just a little bit. So, you know, I game share. My daughter's godfather bought it. So, you know, shout out to Pong this morning. He was advocating for this game. So, Pong. That Pong. That's in my Cisco voice. I will be giving this game a go tomorrow. Okay? I've downloaded it. And what Pong was saying, a couple other people said it was pretty decent that I respect also. But Pong really hit it this morning. I said, you know what? Let me give it a go. Plus, they hit it with a couple patches. So I'm going to try it out. I don't have an opinion on it. But Yobi, talk to me. Did you play this game?
I did not play it yet, but I read that they're gonna release a Series X version sometime, I guess, later this year.
Oh, so I think you on that. You on that, huh?
Oh, definitely day one. But what I've been hearing from a lot of people in the community, that I heard nothing but good things, and the graphics and the gameplay look fun. Like, it looks so much fun, and I think that's something I can get into. So once I play that, and once I get it in my hands, I would definitely double back to you and give you my 2 cents on it.
Now, what I like now that it's in, because I saw this game in 2018, and I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, Kay said you and him was at E3 and y'all played it, right?
Yeah, and I was like, yeah. Because it was mad early.
Totally
the levels was huge. You didn't hardly see nothing. So when they kept talking Biomutant, we can't wait. I was like, what did y'all see that I didn't like? But it looks way better. It looks way more polished. We know it's 4K 60 on that Xbox Series X right now. We'll back that backwards compact. You know what I'm saying? So, so you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. Plus, I love action RPG. Shout out to Mass Effect for changing the game.
Yo.
Yeah.
Hope y'all counting it. I hope y'all counting them.
Listen, Mass Effect 1 feels like a brand. It feels like a remake.
That's nice because it needed it.
Feels like definitely.
Yeah, they that's a fact. Sick.
You know,
Go ahead.
before you go to sick, you know that a lot of people didn't know that they added a turbo boost to the Mako.
Oh
A lot
yeah,
of people didn't know that.
somebody was saying it in the chat too. I think it was 100. I think 100 was telling me that. I was like, they needed it because that thing was
I
slow.
was happy that the controls were better.
Revamped.
than the
Oh yeah,
original.
Capcom,
they
if
took
you
that
do
turbo-
Resident
they took
Evil
that turbo
4
out
remake,
from, Andromeda.
remake those goddamn controls. That game is horrible in terms of
Yeah.
control. Jesus, I can't even. I don't even know
They
how I
have
beat
that
it the
game
first
coming in
time.
VR. I gotta try that out.
CK Mega saying the same thing in the chat. It's worth a try. Listen, man, I ain't paid for it, so you right. I got free me vision over here. We definitely gonna jump into it for free. You know what I'm saying? But sick. What you got? What up?
Graphic guy said I would. He said Yobi would give his opinion after the contract is signed.
That goddamn graphic guard. Yo, he ain't no good.
Hey, that's my lawyer, man.
Yo, shout out to your
TV
lawyer, man.
welcomes
Shout out to your
Graphic
lawyer. And he's my architect, so I don't care what he talking about right now. Sick. Tell me, bro, you got any opinion on this?
Okay,
What's up,
so
legend?
I too haven't played the game, but you
Okay.
know, a lot of people, this game may not have been on their radar to begin with, right? And then all of a sudden, just before it comes out, here comes the console warring. Oh, it performed better on the Xbox
course,
and the
of
PlayStation,
course.
blah 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 blah. All of a sudden now, a lot more eyes are on it,
Mm.
you know, than would have ever been before, because it wasn't on my radar, so I didn't care one way or another.
Right.
But now I can't help but see it, and it had to be for a lot of people too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, the news cycle is quick. All of a sudden, it's forgotten about, but not really, because a lot of people got their eyes on it. Now they're thinking, hey, is this game good or is this game bad? Some don't like it, but a lot do.
Yeah, a lot. No, the response is way more
A
positive.
lot more, right? And one person that I can say had a positive impression of it is Clowns.
Yeah, clowns too. Yeah,
He's
yeah,
been tweeting
yeah.
about this game.
Love you,
Right?
clowns.
That's the homie. So
That's K Mega's bestie.
So
You-
I'm sorry, K Meg. I'm sorry.
that's the most cringe word ever with us now, ever. Like, damn. But anyway, yeah. So now
I ain't letting them give up on that
with
bestie word,
Game
right?
Pass and all of that, right? It's easy to try the game. It doesn't cost you nothing but your time,
right.
and hopefully you don't have a bandwidth cap. Otherwise, it's going to cost you that too. Other than that, you can play the game and see for yourself. And a lot of
Facts.
people. And this is just another example of what Game Pass provides.
And that's
The
gonna.
game you may not have been looking for. All of a sudden,
Right.
you're hearing about it, but you didn't want to have to invest no money. Well, now you don't. Let us see what's up.
And that segue is going to lead us into the next topic. But I'm going to say this, man. We need to stop labeling. And I hate talking to my gaming community like this. Leave the AA and AAA word alone. Y'all don't know what it
Thank
takes
you.
to
I
be a
always
AAA.
hated that.
You know,
Yeah.
just you know there can be a AAA indie game.
Yeah.
Remember that game Shadow Complex? That was a AAA
Mm-hmm.
indie game.
Shadow Complex, bro. Shadow Complex was so dope.
Right. That was a AAA
That game
indie
was
game
dope,
made
bro.
by Epic. Like, we need to stop labeling these games with these stupid titles.
Oh, and stop making
AAA,
like
AA,
Group
indie.
A.
The only thing that separates them, they're all games. The only thing separates them is the amount of money that goes into them. You don't know what it took to make Biomutant. Stop. Like,
Yep.
it's a indie game. Really? So 3 people in the garage made this game. They only had a $5,000 budget. Because that's an indie game. You know, that's an indie game budget. 5 to 10 grand, maybe 20. Not millions. So we have to stop as a community labeling these guys' hard work with a price tag. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, we have to stop. I mean, I told you I wasn't all in. My community has convinced me this morning listening to Living Single. Oh, no. Living Split Screen.
You need your ass. How you calling the same shit?
In my K Mega
Yo,
voice.
bro.
But listening to them this morning, Pong sold it to me. My man Clowns was hitting me with it. Lemon is good. I'm like, you just be chasing achievements, Clowns. I don't really, I don't know, Clown. You my guy. He's my guy. But Pong went somewhere this morning. I said, you know what? After Clown, then Pong, I keep hearing this. It don't hurt me to try. So I'm gonna give it a try. K Mega said it's good. Several other people said it's good. So, it is what it is. But we need to stop labeling these guys' work with this double and triple A. Because, I mean, mad people love RoboCop 1. You know that was a low-budget movie. Right? Did it matter? The first Terminator was a low-budget movie. It just is what it is. So I'm just pointing out stuff that I know people love, and they're not AAA movies. They was low budget. RoboCop was low budget. They were using handheld cameras to shoot the movie. Like, come on. Star Wars, the first one, low budget. Darth Vader helmet had black tape on it. Come on. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, right, Paul? So, because you love it, it's okay. Now, we need to enjoy the game, man, because I know there's many people out there that love indie games and have a blast with them and thousand them out or get all the trophies. Listen, just play the game, man. We need to leave that alone. And with that being said, man, this is not a shocker to me. And I told dude, stop talking about this game because Bluebird Team did not say this was exclusive. The Medium is going to PlayStation 5. And with that being said, I said nobody talked about this. We talked about this behind the scenes. I said nobody brought this conversation up on any podcast I've seen this week. And I always look for information that not everybody's talking about. And I just want to know from this panel, with the hate train that hit this game like near, do you think the community that's getting ready to receive this game is going to have that same energy now that is no longer an exclusive game and they get a chance to play it on those two planes with I don't even know half of the tech stuff they did with their game, and everybody tried to destroy it because, that's nothing what they're doing. Running two games at the same time is a little bit kind of complicated. I don't know what you're talking about. With two different graphics, two different worlds, two different scenarios, two different enemies. That's double.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. So, with that being said, we're going to go to you, yo. What kind of response do you think the PlayStation guy is going to have? And we're not talking about PlayStation people that like to play PlayStation games and just play the games. We talking about the special ones. What do you think?
Before I go, I'm going to throw the pass to Sick because he want to go first. So, Sick, take it away, bro.
I just wanted to say, because I wanted to jump off, how Lemon presented it, that it's not so much about the game. It never was about the game or the value of the game, the features, whatever. The game itself and its merits. It was never about that. It was about the platform that was on. So a lot of people ran with a lot of narratives, right? And we all know what these narratives have been doing in the past year and a half.
108 Dragons TV welcomes everyone.
A reveal of the Series X, right? A lot of mea culpa. A lot of people who said a lot of things, not a reality slapping them in the face. And Medium is just another example because a lot of these same people talked a lot of crap about this game, because it wasn't on their platform of choice. Now they got to answer for what they said because now it's on their platform of choice. And we've seen this happen, with other games already. We already know what's going to happen. We already know the names who's going to say the clown crap left and right about this. And then everybody's going to have the receipts to show when they start saying the opposite. Now it's on their platform of choice and they're going to have to answer for it. And we already know who these people are. I suggest to y'all, they're not going to keep the same energy. They're going to keep the straight opposite energy. All of a sudden now the game is 9 out of 10. All of a sudden now the fact that it's
Mm.
it's two instances of the same world, the performance, caveats, which are going to be worse on that platform, right? On a weaker hardware, it's going to be even more so. So all that talk you talked about, well, now it's going to be worse for you, right?
Mhm.
Now, people could choose to be petty, and I'm sure a lot of people will to call them out. A lot of people will call them out bluntly with no, emotion to it, and a lot of people will just play fake neutral. It'll be the same circus like it is for every other situation. This is just another situation that's continued to rear its head for the past year and a half that I've seen. It doesn't even matter about the merits of the game. It should be about the merits of the game. Okay, it should be about how good the game is or isn't. What it brought to the genre, what it brought to gaming. That's what the discussion should be, but it won't be that. But it's just another example of console warring and how it's stupid, but how it really starts too, with a bunch of lies and excuses from people who can't just be happy with what they have and have to knock down other things to make themselves feel better. So
Back. Shout out to my man Clowns, 4GQ TV. And if you not subscribed over there, man, this dude is dropping content, great interviews, great reviews, great opinions on games, and he deserves all y'all support. Shout out to Living Split Screen. Shout out to GRG. And shout out to my man Graphic Arts with the Retro Renegades, man. Very underrated. And everybody else, I'm telling you, I'll be trying to answer y'all live because I can't keep typing because I'm hitting all these buttons. I'm doing a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna try to respond to certain people comments in the chat. So those are my guys, man. Support all of them, man. And yeah, continue. Go ahead, Yobi. It's your turn. Let's get it.
All right, so I'm just gonna pick it back off what Six said. It's like the medium is going multi-platform now,
Mm-hmm.
which is amazing. So that means a lot more people can play the game. But like Six said, the energy is gonna change because you already know anything that comes to Xbox, especially if it's a exclusive.
Yo,
Because
hold on, Yobi. Hold on. I gotta hit my man Clown with that Game Pass hype train. He said because it's not free on PlayStation.
Oh, he said
Nigga, that train for you, Clown. I see you in the chat, baby. Keeping it saucy. Go ahead, so continue. Oh man, huh?
What did you say, Six?
is it $70?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to go to my PS5 store and check that. I'll get back to y'all on Monday's episode.
That's
a great question.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
I don't know. I doubt it though because Sony can't control what they charge. Sony can't control what they charge. I doubt it. I'm gonna say that for the record. Sony cannot control what they charge, and I'm glad people like that train. Shout out to my man Gigi. Y'all already know he in the building. Shout him out. Go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, it's like what Six said. I think, because people gotta understand when Microsoft jumped into the whole industry. Oh, we want to jump into the video game industry. Bill Gates laughed the motherfuckers out the room until the day later he was like, "Oh, wait, y'all serious?"
Triple plastic.
I saw that.
I can't.
Y'all ain't right.
Nah, that was...
So when Bill Gates found out that they were jumping into the industry, the game industry, Bill Gates was like, ha ha ha, he laughed him out the room until he found out, oh wait, y'all serious. So ever since that day, people low key, I'll say what do you call those people? The gatekeepers. They never want to give Xbox a chance to begin with.
Dude
So
said the gatekeepers.
am I lying though?
Return of Ghostbusters, the gatekeeper.
Am I lying though, bro?
I am the gatekeeper. Who are you? The gatekeeper. What you said? The gatekeeper. I missed that movie. Go ahead, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, nah, it's cool. So ever since Microsoft got into the gaming industry, the gatekeepers, they still to this day, they want Microsoft to get out, go away. They almost got their wish thanks to dumb matches, go to hell.
That's the greatest Xbox leader ever. You want to know why, Yobi?
Yo, Limit, go to your room, bruh.
Now listen, just ask me
Go to your
why.
room.
Just ask me why.
Low-key, I know why, but I don't want to
Because
say it.
if he didn't make the
Why?
dumbass decisions he made, we wouldn't have Phil today. Thank you, Don, for dropping the ball. We appreciate you.
So we can live better.
Wait. When you say Phil, you mean Phil, Dominus, Maximus, Aurelius Spencer?
Well, we call him Philosaurus Rex over here, but the
There's
same
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Facts, the pterodactyl assassinator.
King, baby.
The man will kill you with kindness. Shout out to Stadia. Woo!
Stadia is just like
Phil
Stadia is
Spencer
just
is
like
not
Gears of War
playing.
Adjustment. That's a name we don't mention. It's dead.
That's blasphemy on this channel too. Gears of War Judgment had the first Gears of War you could play free fall. Shut your mouth.
That shit was trash. Get out of here.
Phil
It's a great game.
So ever since Microsoft got into the game industry, to this day, they never want to give Microsoft a shot. They never want to give Microsoft a just due. Anytime Microsoft come out with good news, everybody want to find some type of negative narrative to run and trash it.
Mm-hmm.
So back to Medium. You already know Medium is going get the smoke from the PlayStation guys. And when I mean smoke, is like, oh, this game is so much better. You already know it's gonna get higher rated on PlayStation per usual because it's on PlayStation. But people are not gonna keep the same energy. They probably gonna like just this is the best game ever. Yada. But y'all wasn't saying the same thing when it
Yeah,
came
where
out
was
on
that
Xbox,
energy
so-
at? I want to really see what happens when it come out, man. I just was really interested in that. Like this is crazy.
Oh, I can't wait because listen, when MLB dropped on Xbox, look at it. I know Metacritic. We don't care about Metacritic.
No. But we know what it is. Top of the charts. Not Call of Duty off that throne for a month in April. That's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out to my Xbox community. That's what I'm talking about. It's that Game Pass. Facts. I'm loving it right now.
I love it too. I think at the end of the day, bro. I think at the end of the day, bro, people just need to be happy that we are getting games.
Facts. Facts.
And that's all I gotta say about that. You should be happy we getting games. Games are coming out.
Yeah, facts. And it don't matter what platform they coming on. If you support a platform, you should just be happy with the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? All right,
And
man.
listen,
Go ahead.
And listen, you see that right there? See that right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's my Nintendo Switch. Because people think I'm just an Xbox head. See this right here? This is my PlayStation 4 controller. My Xbox One controller.
Multi-console gamer. You just got a preferred platform like most people do.
Back to Mundo. And I just bought Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Ooh. On what? PS4?
PS4.
Man, we're gonna talk about that. That's gonna hit somebody where it hurts. But we're gonna talk about that too.
I ain't played yet, but because I'm trying to platinum on the first Spider-Man. Then after I do that, when I beat Spider-Man Miles Morales, I'm gonna buy Horizon Zero Dawn to get ready for the next one.
Facts.
So, we in the bag.
Facts.
Oh yeah. All right, let's go.
All right, we're gonna get into the next topic, man. And I'm gonna combine 2 and 4 because we're gonna talk about God of War Ragnarok, Forbidden West.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna talk about it
Yes.
being on PS4 consoles, including Gran Turismo 7. So, you Akumu, do you play either one of those games, God of War or Horizon Zero Dawn?
God of War I haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn though. Watched playthroughs but haven't played it myself, but God of War I've played. Like, yeah.
Okay. So are you good with this? Because there's a lot of uproar in the community, and I feel that when a game is not ready, they shouldn't put it out. And when they do put it out, the community's still mad because it's broken. So with the delay of possibly both these games, Ragnarok is definitely into 2022. Forbidden West might get pushed back. They're trying to reach holidays. What do you think? Do you appreciate them taking the time on these two big franchises that they have, or do you think they should just put it out and fix it and patch it all day?
No, I'm all for the delay. If they feel like it's not ready, delay it. I'm not gonna, it's one of those things. Like anytime I hear a game that I'm really hyped about and it gets delayed, am I disappointed? Yeah, I'm human. It's human nature. You look forward to it. You might have even already thrown down your pre-order, right? And then it's delayed. Yeah, there's gonna be that disappointment. But at the end of the day, I would rather that they have a product that they're confident about that they put out that's not gonna just be bad, I mean, because again, look at what happened to Cyberpunk. They delayed it, people got upset, so they wanted to delay it again. People got upset, they put it out, and then people were complaining because it wasn't ready. Well,
Right.
why else do you think they wanted to delay it? Because it wasn't ready.
Facts. Facts.
And then on top of that, you have the games that, again, the community is like, no, we want it now, we want it now. And so they put it out and then they complain because there's a day one patch. It's like, well, yeah, because the developers, the companies, they already knew that, hey, it wasn't polished, right? So now the day one patch that you have to download for the game is to help fix the things that they still saw in there so that you can have an enjoyable gaming experience. Like going back to Final Fantasy 15, like I was really hyped for that game when they even did like their own little showcase for it and everything. They announced that night at midnight you could pre-order it. You better believe I was on their website and refreshing that thing so I could
Facts.
pre-order it.
Right.
Then when
right.
it was supposed to come out, I think like 2 months before it was supposed to come out, they announced like a delay. People were complaining, I already put the pre-order, I got the collector's edition and da-da-da-da-da. And then, then of course you had your people like, well, I'm canceling my pre-order then. So there you go. but then you had people that were like, oh, I'm canceling my pre-order.
Right.
And it was like, why I ordered the collector's edition, but because you're delaying it, I'm canceling it. Me, personally, like I said, I want a product that's finished, that the developers are confident in, that I'm gonna have fun. So when I see stuff like that, especially for the collector's edition for Final Fantasy 15, I'm over here thinking like, please, so that I can get the collector's edition because I missed it.
Right.
I'm like, please cancel your pre-order if you're not gonna appreciate what they're trying to do.
Now, the second part of this question is, what do you feel about Sony knowing that they was gonna put these games on last gen? They gotta make that money. For people that's upset, something's absolutely wrong with you because you're leaving your own gaming community out of the situation because you was luckily, I'm thinking of PS5. But why do you think Sony wasn't transparent on just giving people the idea that we're gonna support PS4 2 or 3 years down the line until we get a big enough install base to move on? Do you think this was shady business, or you think they just wanted to try to push people into PS5? What do you think about that situation?
Honestly, I think it's a little of both, but I'm leaning more towards the fact of they're trying to push people towards the PS5 because, if you kind of look at the history of Sony in general, going back to like the PlayStation, the original PlayStation, and then the PlayStation 2 came out, and they only supported the original PlayStation for I think if I'm remembering correctly, like 2 years, where they still made like the games for it.
Yeah.
But the thing is they were able to also kind of push that out quickly because the PlayStation 2 also still played PlayStation 1 games.
Right.
And then you look at the PlayStation 3. And then the PlayStation 4, I think like between the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 3, they only supported that for like a year. And people were upset because people still didn't have the consoles. Yeah.
And everybody doesn't want to spend $500. Let's be real here.
Right, exactly. And then again, you have to think of it too. It's starting with like what they were doing is you had like the PS3, then you had the PS3 Slim. So people aren't and then on top of that, even when it first came out, it still had like some bugs and everything. So yeah, I get it because people aren't necessarily like day one, I'm gonna get it. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, and I'm not saying there's people that are not out there that do it, right? But I'm just saying that's something else to look at where some people can be like, I don't have the money right now, but maybe down the line, and then hey, maybe they're gonna release like the next one because again, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro. Right. So yeah, so I think it's a little bit shady for the fact of they weren't transparent about it. And then it started like the rumors before it was finally like, yeah, okay, yeah, it's true, you caught us type thing. But at the same time, I think at the end, as a business, their whole goal is, hey, we're making PlayStation 5s. This is what we want you to buy.
I mean, even if they wanted to push people, neither one of these consoles are on the market. So you can push all you want.
Exactly.
You don't even have access. So you know what I'm saying?
And that's exactly it. And that's where again I think like the shady part comes from, because I think at the end of the day, they're pushing the consoles and they're going to see how far they can take it. And hey, maybe if we're lucky, we'll only do a few more months of PlayStation 4 support or a year. And then it's like, oh, okay, with the shortage, with this, with the scalpers and everything, they go back and they're like, okay, you know what? No, we're going to support this for 4 years after the PlayStation 5 comes down. And I think that's why they weren't transparent. I think that's where the shady part comes in. I think that in their mind, they were like, you know what? We're going to push and push and push and see how far we can push it.
Right.
And then when it turns out like, okay, hey, this isn't working, it's kind of like, oh yeah, you caught us. Guess what, guys? Yeah, you got 4 more years of support for PlayStation 4. Don't worry about it. And that's why I was saying a little both.
All right, yo.
Opinion.
Give me your idea with these two games. Like I said, for Forbidden West is not officially pushed back, but I'm pretty sure it is, because first of all, Sony's track record in the first 2-3 years of their console, they don't drop their hitters. they wait till they get an install base for that bread. So with that being said, tell me what you think about these games. Should they have pushed them back? And tell me your thoughts on, as my man in the chat said. Hold on, let me go back to this. Let me make sure I get this right. Let me get this right. What he said? My man Bam Bam, Jim Lion Ryan. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to you, because they definitely be fabricating some stories, and they be trying to clap back, but I'm still waiting for this SSD power to change graphics. I'm still waiting. Excuse me. So, give me your give me your thoughts on this situation.
So with the God of War, Ragnarok, and Forbidden West going to PS4, that's great for me, because hey, it's getting delayed. Cool. If these games need to get delayed, let it get delayed. We all have backlogs.
Yeah, mine's just crazy.
I still don't understand why people fail to realize that. Oh, this game coming, it got delayed. Gimme. But your backlog is looking like between 90 and fucking 200.
No. Most people are not like that. No, let's not get crazy. Whoa, hold down, Tonto. Whoa. I say about 20 games. 20 games, yeah. That's for the average person. 90 and 80 games, that's like me, you, K Mega, Clown. Dudes out here buying everything that come out. I don't know about everybody being at 90 and 100 back. I'm at 752 games, and trust me, more than half of that is back catalog. Facts. I'm back catalog on Biomutant. I don't even know what it looked like. and the Outer Worlds. I don't even know what it looked like on my TV, but I have it. That's a fact. I never turned it on.
Bro, Outer World looks, bro, it's gonna look real good on your TV, bro.
But it's like,
that game looks
I'm tired of buying games. So it's like, I buy it, I can buy it, I buy it. I buy this, buy that. Then I'm buying games for the Switch. Then I'm buying games for my PlayStation. And I'm like, I'm just giving away money. I got a back catalog that probably go back 3 decades right now. It's crazy. But go ahead, I'm sorry. Let me say this. Get your Twitter fingers ready. You already know it's not, well, it is drop code Saturday, but listen, get your Twitter fingers ready, because them codes is going to drop soon. So, get out your portable apps, your Redeem Me apps, whatever y'all use. Get ready. And I need y'all to say who got the codes.
Yeah.
So I can shout you out. Thank you.
Who claimed it?
Thank you. That's it. So we can shout you out and keep it pushing.
No claimed it.
What he said. But go ahead, I'm sorry. Continue.
It's cool. But so the God of War and Forbidden West get delayed. That's cool for me. Hey, if you need more you need the time. Plus, we still in low key pandemic, so need as much time we need.
Right.
Them going to the PS4, it works for me, because I have my little brother's base PS4. I'm
Mm.
trying to find a PS4 Pro. Bro, these prices looking like $400-$500. I'm like,
Yeah, they don't make them no more.
bro, and that's by itself. I'm
Yeah,
like, come
Xbox
on.
One X is the same way. If you
Come
buy Xbox
on,
One
man.
X, you might as well wait for a Series X. They're the same price.
Yeah. Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
That's crazy.
You're right. You're right. So yeah, so the God of War and the Forbidden West delayed. That's perfect. It's it's coming to the PS4. That works for me. I'm gonna pick up both of them. And
What do you
the
think about the
Sony,
not being upfront? About supporting their 100+ million consoles, which makes sense to me.
it makes a lot of sense business wise.
Right? I opened the business to make money,
Front,
not to say I own a business, but I'm in the red. So
because
I don't get it.
right, I don't get it. I think the funny thing about that is them not being upfront about the Sony cross-gen backtrack. Listen, I was there
Wow,
when
you
they revealed
disrespectful.
Spider-Man.
You just gave it a new
And
title,
I don't
Sony
care.
Cross-Gen
I don't care.
Backtrack.
I don't care. Fuck 'em. I was there when they revealed the Spider-Man Miles Morales. First of all, shout out to the Insomniac game because we got the first Black Spider-Man. I mean, that was the instant buy for me. Well, not an instant buy because I just bought it the other day, but
Gaming
today,
Black Lives Matter. Gaming Black Lives
gaming
Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Yes,
When they revealed Spider-Man Miles Morales, what did they say? It said, "This has been shown on the PlayStation 5."
no, they said it
For the-
can't be
for the-
done on PS4 also. They
Yes,
did
I
say
remember
that.
They did. They did say that.
Turn off a
But
couple
it-
special effects. It'll work.
Mhm.
Obviously.
But the trailer, this has been captured on PS5.
Right,
Released
right, right.
exclusive to the PS5. I was like, oh, this shit gonna be cold. This shit gonna be cold. And then next thing you know, oh yeah, Spider-Man Miles Morales is coming to the PS4. Now listen, I'm not no Sony guy, but I support them. But I felt backstabbed. I was like, what? But the trailer just said PS5 only. So what the hell going on?
You know what
And
happened?
then next thing you know,
The
talk
executives
to
the
them.
executives on that board saw that video and said, "Are y'all stupid? You know how many consoles we got sitting around? You know we can't put out enough PS5s. What y'all thinking about? Making money or selling a game with pretty graphics?"
making
Board
money.
member said, "How fast you want to be on that unemployed line?" You must be crazy. That's a fact. That is a fact.
And the thing that low key kind of upset me is like you guys lied, but at least be man enough to your supporters, the people who buy your products.
Right.
Hey, listen, we apologize, we made a mistake. But trying to get an apology out of Sony's like talking to a goddamn.
Oh, they don't do
brick wall.
that. Look at Microsoft. We're going up to 120 on gold. Community erupted. My bad. $60.
Hey,
Don't worry about it.
Listen, I sent them a nice email too.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah.
My bad.
Oh, yeah.
My bad. We didn't mean to upset y'all. Y'all right.
In the same day.
Mhm.
In the same day.
Right.
Mhm.
Sony don't know how to do that.
What was like 6 hours later? Yeah, it was 6 hours later. And
They
it's like,
retracted that immediately.
Mhm.
Yeah,
People-
that night.
But you know, you gotta shout out to you, Boogeyman. I see you out there. You gotta
Boogie.
you gotta look at our community. They be asking for a lot of stuff that they don't really know what they asking for.
Yeah.
We don't need gold no more. Really? One of people don't
Yeah.
want Game Pass, so you just gonna take away another
Shit.
option because you think Microsoft should be like a dictator and force you in a direction because they tried to force you into the direction by saying gold was going $120. You might as well get Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't work. Listen, just these fake accountants out here, these market managers, stop. Half of these fools that got a remedial. Say some of this stuff on Twitter because I know you be reading stuff and be like, what was they thinking? And we talk about the gaming community. Like, do you think before you
They
type?
weren't thinking.
Or you
Apparently not.
You must don't think. You just type whatever comes to mind because you just fanatical about anything.
And angry, yeah.
Right, you angry. Some of the stuff I just be like, really, okay, block.
Block,
Right,
mute and
right.
block.
Sick. Tell me what you thought about this, man, and did you like that they tried to pull the sheet over our eyes as gamers? And do you like that they're pushing these games back, or possibly the Forbidden West, but Ragnarok is pushed back? What did you think about this whole situation?
Well, this is something I've been talking about for years now. Every major conference or reveal or whatever, you have to look at the fine print. You got to pay attention to Twitter, the websites and stuff to get the real facts. Because what Sony will present you,
be small.
What Sony will present you won't be the real facts. I'll give you another example. Like we talking about that Virtua Fighter, right? That's in the conversation on our right. That's another game, and there's been many in the past where it's an exclusive or a time exclusive, let's say, right?
Yeah. We don't even know.
The same thing.
These developers are just as bad.
Right, but Ghouls and Ghosts was the same way. Sniper Elite VR is the same way. It's coming to PSVR and Oculus, right? I don't know if it's the same time or whatever.
Right.
But when you see the trailers, they only show it for the one system, and your first reaction is, "Yo, they paid for this." Especially if it's from Sony, you're like, "Oh, they paid for the exclusive again," right? And then you get depressed or whatever, and you're just like, "God damn it," because it's just like these games should be multi-plat, right? But now, what's different now is you've got these Sony exclusives, but they already made their money on console. Those games came out so many years after they've been out on console. It's like you already got what you wanted out of it as a console fanboy, right? And that is another piece of ammo that you can use in your senseless console wars to say, "Oh, we have this and you don't." But now that they're coming to PC and at a faster clip, right? And this is just another example of what I was saying before. It's because the facts are destroying your narratives, right? But Sony used to be lauded for the fact that the PS2 lasted for years after the PS3 came out. Major games came out on the last gen consoles all the time. They always did that. That was status quo. That wasn't, like out of the kindness of their hearts. It's when those platforms are at their maximum user base. This is when they can reap the profits, all the money they spent, making the consoles, making these games. This is when they finally start to really eat and get that profit out of these consoles. Of course they're going to do that. Like, of course it was Sony who lied, because they know their fanatics will take that and run with it way farther than the words meant. So what should have been a W for them is now an L, because they turned it into that with their stupid narratives.
Okay.
Right? Because just like with the Medium situation, we already know what's going to happen. We've seen it happen too many times. It's a cycle now. Okay? It's a cycle of retarded bullshit, of straight excuses and lies and stuff. And now that these games are coming to PC at an earlier clip or in the last, it makes what you always say about the competition actually more true about you than it ever was about the competition. If Spider-Man comes to PC before I get a PS5, and I'm not getting a PS5 until they make stable
it's coming
systems,
to PC.
Right? And it is coming to PC. And I've always been saying that's going to be my day one game.
They already said they want to bring all their first parties to PC. They already said that. They came out and said that.
So now I have no reason to get a PS5. This is what y'all...
And they still make money.
And this is the narrative you try to present for Xbox. Well, it's also true for PlayStation now.
That's a fact.
I have a PC. I have a Series X. Why do I need a PlayStation? Because the Xbox, even if I'm playing third-party games at a multi-plat, it's the better platform to play them on. And if it wasn't, I still have a PC. That's two reasons to get a PlayStation. But that's me. I have these consoles. Maybe you don't.
Right.
Maybe you rep for PlayStation and that's what you want to play. That's fine. But you cannot sit there and make these two-faced lies and expect people not to notice.
They should just be transparent, man. Like at the end of the
transparent,
day.
But Sony
There's
is
no
the
reason
one
to lie. Your company, you're making millions and billions of dollars. But they got different divisions, and every division different. Some of them run by the old Japanese heads. Some of them are run by the Western modern guys. It just they're having team turmoil on a whole different aspect. So I'm not just gonna crash PlayStation. They they're a big company. And it ain't like the mother company like Microsoft says, listen, this is what we doing on the planet. They work by regions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when they close the Japanese region,
consistent with them though. But
this
is the one thing that's consistent with them though. They're
remember,
never honest.
this is the first system developed by somebody in the West, not Japanese.
Second.
Excuse me, I didn't say second system, but this is the first time for them dealing with that. And the Japanese developers and engineers was pissed with Mark Cerny. They like to make a system that's hard to develop for to give the developer a challenge, whereas Microsoft always been like, we're trying to make it easy for everybody. Right. And Sony with PS4, Mark Cerny, he designed it, he's a lead engineer, and came out and said we need it to be able to be accessible by everybody, and the engineers and the software team need to communicate. In Japan, they didn't even talk to each other. That was stupid.
What?
Yeah, they didn't even communicate with each other. We're gonna make hardware. Do some software that's gonna work, but they never collaborated. I thought that was crazy. But first, before we move into any more topics, let me shout out my man Bam 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 Bam. You got that PS4 $10 code. If you got a PS5, my brother, you don't have to pay $70 for your next game. Or if it's a regular game, you get $10 off of that. And like I always tell everybody, just tell me y'all get it. This channel's funded by Lemetius. Facts.
Bro, I'm shocked. They didn't communicate while making a system.
Nah. They never spoke to each other.
Information, dog.
That's stupid. Through all the PlayStations except 4.
Wow.
Yeah. Look out for that Xbox code. It's coming. I don't know when, but get those Twitter fingers ready. Facts. Now we're gonna move into. Everybody hit the subject, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna.
Kumo, did you hit it already? Did you hit it already?
Yeah, she hit it first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Oh, okay.
So let me see. Okay. Now we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about these. Now, shout out to my man King David, man. Y'all know that's my brother from another mother, man. The boy,
AKA Hercules.
Yo, listen, man. He bleed green in many more ways than one. He is the Incredible Hulk of this whole gaming situation. That is my guy. But we have came to a problem. Me and him. He think E3 not coming back, and I said, dude. You should want it to come back because Megatron throws the best parties. Let's go. Let's go. But with that being said, he said, "Yo, it's done, bro, it's done." I'm like, "Nah, hell no."
Nah, he usually right on everything else, but I don't know about that.
Listen, bro, it's not. Listen.
How right he was about a lot of things.
Listen.
Oh,
I mean,
yo,
people,
sick.
a lot of
That
people are
podcast
saying
about
it's
to be
canceled.
crazy.
Oh,
Listen. I love my guy, man. Shout out to the support from the ILP team, man. All of them. We'll have one of them on next week. We'll have one of them on. Man, no. He's the week after.
Okay.
But I got the Iron Lord stepping through like King Kong has been entered the building. Let's get it. But we come through at the past. We on the phone. We talking back and forward. I'm like, yo, bro, man, E3 is going nowhere. And once again, as my man Sick will tell you, Lemon always will point out when he was right. And I'm telling you, E3 will be back next year. I guarantee it. It will be out next year. And with that being said, this is going to be one of the biggest outings of PC games in E3 history. And for the record, when you go to E3, them indie guys is not in there in the building. Them PC guys are not in there in the building. They outside at a side truck. They in a Frankfurter stand. They don't get the respect as the console guy. I'm telling you, listen. So now we got a digital. And who's showing up to the block? Who's pulling up? Pull up on me. That's what they doing. They pulling up. The PC team of developers are showcasing what they got. Now this shows you how important E3 is. They're pulling out all the bells and whistles with a separate showcase, which will possibly be on on the Dragon's Den next week because we will be live at every
Absolutely.
E3 event, and my super team of friends are always welcome to drop by. We're gonna be live. We're gonna be doing live reactions. We about to be lit because it's E3 month, and if you ain't excited, get from underneath your rock. Get some Red Bull. Whatever it takes you to get up in the morning to be that individual, I'm gonna need that from you. But with that being said, man, what do y'all think? What?
Yo, when E3 come back next year and you go, bro, you gotta do a live Dragon's Den, like in person.
You know what? That's
Man.
no. When I pull up in Miami next year too, we gonna do a live Dragon's Den before E3. Me, you, and my boy Carlo. Shout out to 4GQ TV. I gotta always think about the abbreviation. I don't want to get it wrong. Shout out to my boy Mr. Clowns. We gonna be live on Miami Beach. Drinking some adult beverages. He don't drink, so he probably gonna have like a rusty water. But he's still gonna be there. Now, with that being said, with PC showing up like they've never shown up before in their own digital event. The key words, their own digital event. What do y'all think about the support from the PC side for a console-driven E3 2021? Yobi, we're gonna start with you. What do you think about this, man?
I think it's good, especially for the PC crowd. And we're not talking about the ones that say, "Oh, master race." Just the PC crowd, who actually enjoy game instead of getting into the back and forth and all that shit. I think it's a really good look for them now, instead of E3 being like console dominated. Now there's a crowd for the PC, and it opens now. That's a new door that's opening up now. It can bring new people in who not really been paying attention to like the gaming community. Now that the PC has their own little section, it could, like I said, it's gonna open up new doors, open up new lanes, and hopefully it can bridge the gap to bring everything closer to a balance. Cause all this shit is off balance. So I think that's a good look for the PC.
And I think you broke a record on 108 Dragons TV.
What record was that?
The profanity record, because there ain't no cursing here.
Wait, did I curse?
Every goddamn sentence.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I know K Mega Lemon didn't say nothing yet.
The kettle black.
You can't call. I don't curse. What are you talking about?
My bad.
Yo, bro, I don't. Yo, listen, you my guy, son. But I said, yo, damn, I didn't say nothing about 10 curse words ago. It's a podcast. You lit, yo, bro. You lit. Don't matter. Just teasing you. Akumu, I know that you heard a ton, and I don't know what he in the chat talking about. I don't know who you talking about left you out, but I hope you're not talking about me, because I might have to. If you get on camera, I don't want you to say nothing. Just pop your head in. But Akumu, I know you heard about E3. I know you've never been there. But what do you think about this PC presence, and does this look great or good for E3? Because this might be the biggest E3 we ever had with this digital presence.
I have been to E3 once.
You have?
I've been to E3 once. I have.
That's what I'm talking about. Not only do she has a master's degree, she's been there. Let's get it.
I'm jealous.
But yeah, to just talk about like the PC showcase. Personally, I love it. Like Yobi was saying, it kind of opens a whole nother door. I mean, I play everything. Like I was like, I got my Switch, I got my PS4, I got my Xbox. But I also am a PC gamer myself. So I'll go to E3 and I'll check all this stuff out. And don't get me wrong, Now
I need you to repeat that. You do what? You do what?
What?
You go to E3, right?
Yes.
And that's a shot to all you fake YouTubers that ain't been nowhere and talking about E3 from your seats. Facts. She's been there. Let's talk about it.
but
I'm teasing. Go ahead.
I'll go over there and fangirl all day.
Facts.
Facts. Here's a game I'm excited about. Oh my gosh, this trailer looks so good. I mean, I'm there.
Right.
But so it's kind of weird because growing up, I was mainly console, and then I got into PC because my older brother was console, my dad was PC. So I was really close to my older brother, did console. Then, tried the PC. Then I did PC for a long time and then got back into console. Now I just kind of spread everywhere. So I know friends who have done console and now they're more like PC. I have a friend, he goes by Killer. He switched and does more PC. And Nux knows him. He'll come in there and he literally talked about how now, he still likes his.
Well, you said know him?
Nux knows Killer also.
Oh, that's your baby name for my boy? Hey, Nuxie Nux. Hey, Nuxie Nux. Shout out to Nuxie Nux in the chat. I see you, Nuxie Nux. Go ahead. Him and Bestie chilling.
I never called him Nuxie, just Nux.
See, K-Mac, I don't act just retarded on your channel. I do it on mine too.
I can't.
Nuxie Nux. Shout out to Nuxie Nux, my little brother. Let's go.
Messy.
Satan rings with the eyes that glow red. What's wrong with y'all? Go ahead. I'm sorry, sis.
He doesn't have as many anymore because I stole some from him.
Oh, you with the shits. Oh my God.
I'm gonna stay on your good side.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want no smoke.
Yeah, don't be grinding up old garlic with bat wings and don't do nothing to me. I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but like I was saying, it opens up like a whole other door because, like I said, my friend Killer, who moved from consoles like years ago to now, he just primarily plays PC. And he said, yeah, he still has his Xbox, but he says for him it's more like the nostalgic factor because he does primarily PC. So E3 being digital, having this whole PC showcase, and just absolute being huge, will bring him in as well because, like I said, now that he's like a PC gamer, that's what's going to interest him. He wants to see, okay, what games are going to be on the PC. I have I have a good amount of streaming friends that just do PC. I have some that do them all.
Right.
But again, this brings in, like you were saying, more people. It opens the door. I know before that I had read about E3, how attendance was dropping. That's part of the reason that they opened it to the public in order to get more attendance there. I feel like if they have a good showing, then maybe this is something else that E3 will add on to the future, not just like you said, not just put them outside and be like, all right, here's your small little booth, have fun, bye.
No, they're not putting nowhere. They're inside trucks. They ain't nothing to do with E3. They're just they're like that food truck that pull up on the block.
Look at that.
It's bad.
Gotcha.
That
explains why when I was there, I never saw.
Yo, yeah, I see you getting death threats. I see it, Yobi. Don't worry about him.
He got you. Well, he talking about you too.
It's okay. I don't disrespect nobody that's as tall as my kneecaps. I'm good. Shout out to Bloody in the chat, man. Shout out to Bloody. Monkey Punch was good. I see you in the building, man. I see everybody, man. Y'all lit tonight. I appreciate y'all, man. Did I go to you, Yob, on this?
Yes.
Sick. You the PC enthusiast. You are the Matrix. You are definitely that dude. What was that dude called in the Matrix with all the TVs? What was his name?
Oh, you mean the one who died at the end?
No, the dude with all the TVs who kept telling Neo, "You've died thousands of times. This is not the first time this has happened." And he just kept talking.
Oh, the architect.
Architect. There you go. That's who you are. Let's get it. Tell me, PC enthusiast. You tell me. What did you feel about this presence, man?
How sick was the hacker?
Tell me, Sick, what you think about this?
It's funny, as a PC guy, the PC gamer show was always low-key a dope show to people, but not to me. Like, I never really saw anything of interest in it, but I would see people on both the console and PC side be like, yo, that PC show was lit this year. And it had been like that for a couple of years, and I didn't really... It was always, like, so low-key, no fans. It was almost like a late-night talk show.
A get-together.
With dude there. Yeah, with, like, two people on stage, and that's it. And it would always be this quiet. There's no noise in the background, and always weird jokes that fall flat. But then they show content, and it would always be, it's odd. I don't know, but people seem to like it. and I feel like it's ironic that I'm the odd one out when it comes to that. Like, I watch the PC Gamer Show to be informed,
Right.
but I'm never like hyped for it. But everybody else seems to love it and to see, because it's definitely a place to see indies, and these indies are probably going to come to console as well. Like, you know, I've spoken many times about Project Wingman, and they showed the PC Gamer Showcase there, and I was happy to see it there because that was a game. We were talking about an indie game. Here's a game made by 3 people, and only one guy was really a developer. The other guy was a music guy, and the other guy was the guy who did everything else, right? And but there were voice actors that they got, you know, some free, some paid, and it was a Kickstarter game.
Right.
So there's a lot of voice actors, but really when they marketed, they talked that there was 3 people in the game, right? Who worked on the game generally. And there's a lot of there's a lot of games on the list that Akumu gave me a list of what was an article from GameSpot where they had a list of the games that's supposed to be there. I don't know any of these games. I don't know any of these games.
We don't, right?
We don't know any of these games, any of these names. It doesn't say who's making them. It doesn't say what types of games these are. And the only way we're going to know is to watch the show. And we're going to be surprised with everything new. Everything new. Not one of those titles is a title I'm familiar with or a series or what. I don't even think any of these are sequels. I think they're all 1.0 games, like version 1, like the first entry in a potential series if it becomes that. Like, if you want to see something new, fresh, completely out of your bag, that's the PC Gamer Show, and a lot of people seem to like it and have been for years. So that's definitely one I'm gonna watch. I'm just as excited for that as any of the major, you know, console makers or publishers. The PC Gamer Show is a must-see, at least to be informed on what's coming out.
Okay. I don't really have an opinion on this. I think this just demonstrates how important E3 is for me. Not just being with my friends. Shout out to my people in the chat. My boy Megatron, K Mega 100, and so many others.
In on you, bro.
He about to get blocked.
He said, he said, I may be at your kneecaps limit, but I know how bad your knees
Hey, man,
are.
I could have hit that.
Oh my god! And you know what? You like the Don King video game BS. You trying to instigate a fight, but it's gonna be like Tyson versus Mayweather. It's gonna take one blow. He gonna tap out and run for the hills. But with that being said, man, I keep telling people. Shout out to my boy King David. I said, listen, bro, it's gonna happen. E3 gonna happen. We're gonna be back on video. We're gonna be back to partying. We're gonna be back to working. We're gonna be back to doing podcasts live and giving people the information that they need to get, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. One of these subjects, aka Master Chief, the king of Xbox, that code's gonna drop sometime during that segment. So get your Twitter fingers ready and enter that code and get that money off that in your next game, man. And like I said, thanks for everybody to get me to 1,300, and let's keep moving into the future. I appreciate everybody here. That's a fact. So we're gonna get into a situation that affects consoles. That's gonna affect Nvidia. It's gonna be short. It's not nothing we gotta really dwell on. It's really like a tech situation from AMD. But I want to know who watched. I know Sick did. Who watched the AMD Fidelity FX demo and thoughts? And are y'all happy to see this happen where these consoles could take advantage of something and definitely push us into the future? Because I keep saying there won't be a pro version of any one of these systems because they was built for the future, unlike last gen. So right. I think this helps it. Without a doubt, it helps it. Forget the PC side. I'm just talking about the console side. I'm gonna start off with you, Akumu. We talked about this. You watched the vid. How do you feel about this AMD situation? Are you excited to get higher frame rates or better fidelity on your consoles?
I mean, I think it's interesting for sure. I mean, I'm excited. Let me just start with that. I am excited, but at the same time, like I said, I'm still mainly a PC gamer, and so my PC is already kind of built with like the top that I could get with the most. So for me, I'm just kind of like, you know, it's good, it's exciting, I'm impressed with what they're doing,
right? But
at the same time, I feel like, well, I kind of already have what I need.
A beast, now. Right.
Right. Yeah. Right. Exactly. So I already feel like, well, like you said, I already have my beast built from like the ground up. Also want to say, I didn't do it. I was just told what parts to buy. And
Yo,
then it's
listen, it don't matter. Some people talk like they got it and don't. At least you got it. That's the
We'll get into that
facts.
in a second, and we'll get into that aspect in a second too.
Right.
Right.
That's what's more important. A lot of people frauding.
That's
Big
one of my things
frauds.
that I've always stated, right? It's like I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. You know, it's like, oh, I wanted a beast. Me, I'm like, I don't know. It's like, because I know some parts don't even go well together. I know a friend that was building a PC and like he blew up like his motherboard because it was like the wrong
Voltage.
it didn't. Yeah, so I'm just kind of like, you know, I know my strength doesn't lie in building and knowing what goes with what's compatible and not. So it's just like, this is what I want, and then I take it to the professionals, you know, friends that I know. Even my dad has built my PCs from the ground up, and it's just like, you tell me what I need to get,
And we'll
I
get
will
it.
for you to put together.
Right. And Sick was that dude for me way back in the days. He taught me a lot of stuff that I know today. And I just put it to work with my last PC once again, and it's a monster. If I can get my hand on one of these top-end graphic cards, I'll be happy. But I can't.
but that's what I'm saying. What they're doing is impressive. The fact that they're not even focusing on their current, but they even talked about how
Pass.
even like the past cards,
Right.
and even how they're taking it a step further, and they're like, hey, you know what? We're also working to get it working with our competitors.
That's awesome. I thought that,
Also.
and then they took it back to the 1060 Ti.
Right. Exactly.
That's 2.5 years
Because
ago.
Right, because you have these companies like Nvidia.
Right, yo.
Even they're not focusing on their past cards. They're just
Right.
like current and upcoming.
Nvidia will
So-
step off real quick on you.
Right.
Oh, wait a
the
minute.
fact that-
You got a 10 card? Wait a minute. We up to 30 Ti's.
Yeah.
We're not giving you any updates, pal.
Well, exactly, and that's what I said.
Right.
That's something that I found impressive, though, that they're doing, because they're like, you know what? They kind of take the whole thing like, hey, we're all gamers, right?
Right.
And they're like, we're not trying to leave anyone behind, so we're taking
Phil
a step
Spencer,
further.
let's go. Let's
So they're
go.
like, we're taking
Phil
it a step
Spencer is
further,
not
and
playing.
if they won't take care of you, we'll take care of you.
Facts.
All right.
Facts.
So-
Now my biggest thing, before I let y'all two go, is the rejuvenation of old cards where they get left behind. You know what I'm saying? I can't get my hands on a new card. I got a 1080 Ti. Is it a slouch? Hell to the no. But if I can get some more bang for buck out of that card that was $825 in 2021, of course I want that smoke. Because it you know, one thing with PC, and I tell K Mega, I tell a lot of guys, I say, yo, listen, you buy something today, 5 months, 6 months down the road, it's old. That's a large turnaround. So that's why I be buying high end to try and stay ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't buy just getting it. Sometimes you just gotta invest that money and just go, you know what? My 1080 Ti is still stomping fire out of 4K videos I put on my channel. Thank God. If I'd have had that 980, I'd be struggling.
Dude, and the thing about Nvidia, that they don't care what type of graphic card you got, whether it's old or new. They still sending out updates every single month.
Yeah. For new current games. That's a fact. So
Yeah.
give me your
That's
aspect
crazy.
on this situation, man. Tell me about this Fidelity. Did you watch the video? And if you did, what did you feel about it?
I did not watch the video, if we're being honest, but I got all my information from you, from GRG, like from you, PK, 6 Layer, of course. I got all my information from there, so I was like, okay, I really don't need to watch.
And
this video.
I'm gonna tell you what's the good thing. Pardon me,
me.
Sick. Let me
Good,
just
go
say
ahead,
this, and then you can go. The thing with DLSS, you gotta send your game to Nvidia for them to do their part, and then they send it back. That's time. Like me and PK had that conversation today. Whereas with the AMD, it's an option in your software. You click it on and click it off.
Word.
That's why this is really major. DLSS is definitely about that smoke too, but the procedure to get them both implemented is two different ways. That's the big thing between the both, and Microsoft definitely collaborated with AMD to get this popping, to take advantage of full RDNA 2.0, not partial. This is why you don't see Sony saying nothing. Sony's not going to say too much. They can do some of it, but they can't max it out because we all know Direct 12 Ultimate is coming to Xbox this year, and the feature for Fidelity FX is already turned on in Xbox. It's already on.
Coming out? DirectX what?
Ultimate. DirectX 12.
Okay.
Is it? That's what it's called, right? DirectX 12 Ultimate, or is it?
That's right.
Right.
That's correct.
Right.
That's correct.
So, once that hits with that, that's full RDNA architecture open. It'll be completely open to the developer. They still have to implement it, but if you could take them 12 teraflops and make it perform like 16, why do we care? Long as the games look better, long as you get higher frame rates, more you get better draw distances. People go, it's not real 4K. Why do you care? You got a $399 Best Buy TV off the floor. Sorry.
Yeah, most of you didn't notice when Returnal was revealed after the fact.
Right. So it matters. Like I tell people, last generation they was buffooning checkerboarding. Why do you care what it takes a developer to make a game to make it look pretty for you? You're not a developer. All you're doing is buying, playing, and enjoying. That's your job. Not to make it, break it, or make some nonsense up. I just believe in that. So, dudes was talking about checkerboarding. Oh my God. Returnal 1080p internally. This, that, and third. I'm like, dude, stop.
Bro, I don't even know what checkerboarding means.
Yo, it's a way to program. It's putting 4 pixels into one opposite.
The upscaling technique.
Right.
Yeah.
Opposite compared to making it native, which takes more hardware
it's like you
power.
render it in the checkerboard and then all
right.
the whole
It's taking 4 pixels and it's sliding into one frame.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Okay.
And I really don't like talking like that because people don't understand that stuff. So I try to keep it in layman's terms so everybody can understand. But that's what they're doing. Taking 4K pixels and putting it into 1 pixel.
Yeah.
And it's called checkerboarding. But everybody knocks checkerboarding but loves how Resident Evil 8 looks, Village. It's checkerboarded. So you don't care. You only want to accept it now because you like what it looks like. But last generation, they're doing checkerboarding. You make games? Please tell me if you make games. Because if you make games, I can see you saying something. 99% of the market that's complaining about something being checkerboarded, you're not spending real money for big TVs. You're not spending a high-end $3,000, $4,000 mark. You're trying to get a best TV for the bang for buck, low end, which is not giving you that performance. So why do you care what a game is made with to display beautifully on your TV? Does it matter? That's like saying I ordered a TV. I don't want it to come UPS. I need mine to come in a Concorde jet. You don't care how that TV shows up at your doorhouse. You want that TV at your house. You want your whatever you order from Amazon to show up. You don't care how you got it there.
Exactly.
Same thing. Why do you care what a developer has to do to display something beautiful for you on your TV that you just purchased?
Right.
We got to stop the narrative. That and AAA, AA, and single A. We got to stop. We just got to play the games. Good.
And Lemon, the crazy thing about this whole AMD thing, bro, the thing that they told us that they're able to do. The thing that they said, bro, do we really need a mid-gen refresh?
No, we don't. These
systems. Mid-gen refresh right there.
I want to ask you a question. I want to ask Sick this question.
That's insane.
Do PC got quick resume?
No.
Enough
if you're playing an emulator, that's it.
Right.
Fact.
Well, they could do it, but they don't.
Listen. HDR gaming. Who has the most HDR games? PC. Console. PC just got cards to do HD gaming. Then the developer got to take their time out to do it individually per game.
Thankfully, that auto HDR from Xbox is
No. I'm not even counting that. That don't count. That don't count. I'm talking about straight HDR out the box when you buy it.
HDR, no, not too many.
All of that came from console. No matter what PC dudes is talking about, all of that came from console. These TV manufacturers last CES 2020 said specifically, we're waiting to bring out our TVs to see what these consoles is doing with HDMI 2.1. They said nothing about the PC market. Nothing.
Yeah, I remember that.
They're These consoles are pushing the market. I don't
console
really
guys are
believe
more
we will
worried
get a
about that
Pro
than
in
anything
any
else.
one of these systems because they was built for the future. Unlike last gen, Xbox took stuff off the shelves and PlayStation took stuff off the shelves too, but paid a couple extra dollars for a 1080p.
Mm-hmm.
They both was inferior when they came out. Usually when a console releases, they're on par with PC or 6 months ahead.
6 months ahead.
That's the number. This is the first. That last generation was the first generation. They was 3 years behind.
Yep.
3 years. We had to get a Pro. They was running out of space, memory, and everything with the first two systems from day one.
Those consoles were late.
Late.
That's how I perceive it.
Horrible. This generation, they went back to 6 months up. There was no graphic card out when these systems dropped that had RDNA 2 point anything.
Yeah.
Now these cards
they
are coming
weren't
out.
even announced
Now they're
officially
getting the
yet.
support, but that's how it usually is. But they both tried to
They
save
weren't
money.
even announced officially yet at that point.
Yeah, facts. Come on, man. You know, that's just a little history for y'all. But Sick, tell me about what you thought about this Fidelity FX, man.
Well, Fidelity FX is definitely a cool thing, but there's a link there I dropped in the chat from WCCF Tech. I don't know what that means, but it's definitely a common site. I think a lot of people know about a tech site. So,
WCTF Tech, right?
Tech, right? So a lot of people are confusing what DLSS and this FSR is, and what the super resolution that's coming later, or I forget which is which. FSR is the one they're showing now. Fidelity super resolution, correct? Because I'm always getting these names confused because there's
no.
a lot of names.
The FSR is the same thing. It's one is abbreviated, one is not. The name is Fidelity FX Super Sampling, and FSR is abbreviated for the whole word of Fidelity. Okay. Yeah, it's the same thing. Same thing.
Right. So that's a software solution, but in that article, you see, they're saying it'll work on NVIDIA and Intel's interested, and that's true. But they have to do their own work to get that to work. Like AMD isn't doing the work for you. They put the source code out, but like I said last
night,
and you do it yourself. There's a legion of open source people who's more interested in that than, say, in comparison. The example I gave last night, which is a great example, is OBS. OBS had a recent big update, and OBS has, let me tell you, and anybody who podcasts can tell you, issues all the time based on your hardware,
simple stuff.
That it could be a USB hub. Things don't work the way they should. It's just a mess. But it's an open source app, and people are running or are spending their own free time to do this for free for the community. So those people have to really be interested in that sort of thing. There's not that many people. When it comes to graphics and gaming and stuff, there's a legion of people who will be out there to contribute code and experience and whatnot, to get stuff up to speed. So that's the advantage there.
Right.
But there's also the hardware accelerated nature of this to make it closer to what DLSS is. Because remember, DLSS is deep learning super sampling. The reason why you don't have to send this away with FSR to be pre-processed or whatever, because this is happening at the end of the chain after the game has already been rendered.
Right.
This is more like a filter on top. But there will soon come more akin to what DLSS is, where there's AI involved in the render pipeline and not just at the end where it's filtered at the end, to be more like DLSS. And I don't know if that part is as open source or not or any of that. I don't think they've really said. I don't think there's reason to doubt that it won't be. And also, this is what I was trying to talk about last night. In 2018, when we first were hearing about this, you remember in 2018 at SIGGRAPH, I think it is. It's a event for like graphic technology and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Microsoft was demoing their direct ML upscaling, and they showed I think it was Forza with the light. That's what I was talking about last night. This is where all of that came from. At the same time, with NVIDIA was working on DLSS. What we know to be ray tracing.
Ray tracing, right.
Right, and it's the same thing that happened with G-Sync. Like NVIDIA did it first, and everybody saw, whoa, except Microsoft was actually working on this at the same time, because NVIDIA could not have done this on their own, because what platform is going to be running this 9 times out of 10? Windows and Xbox. So Microsoft platform.
Right.
So they had in with them and were researching this all along. And this is what I'm saying is slightly different, but also related, because they did it together. So you know what, Microsoft has, they're working together, so this is just, you know, real optimized. But like I'm saying, the open source community will get this to catch up to where DLSS is, because DLSS is ahead. And also a correction from last night, I said 150 games. It's actually 50 games. I don't know why I said 150. I saw 150 in something that's related, but it's actually 50 games, you know, and 3 games most recently that just got added support was Doom Eternal, Rainbow Six Siege, and the last game escapes me at the moment. Yeah, but another
They got a list.
3 big games that just hit this past week where they added support for DLSS. I mean, it's in the Unreal Engine. You could expect, you know, FSR to be in the Unreal Engine and Unity, and you know, they talked about how it's going to be in mobile, and how we got the Exynos, you know, Samsung, you know, mobile chips are going to have RDNA too,
Which are not here. That's only international.
Right, that's not here.
Yeah,
but
we got Snapdragon only.
Was to show and prove this could be in Snapdragon, but at the same time, ARM is also been improving. So there's a lot of stuff happening, and it's happening really quick. But this is a reason why we're not going to need pro versions.
I keep telling people it's not going to happen.
This is another thing that allows these consoles to punch above their weight. Even the PlayStation that doesn't have this hardware in it to hardware
can
accelerate
take advantage
like
of it.
Xbox does, right? But it's still a software thing. This is why it works on the NVIDIA 1060. They showed it off on the 1060 to show you that, and this has always been AMD and previously ATI's thing. They try to present themselves as the little guy, but it's really marketing. But it's because the whole time they didn't mention that, everybody has to do their own work. But it's open source, and there's a legion of people who care enough to do that.
Facts.
So that's going to happen anyway. But this is how they try to present themselves as the little guy. But these are both corporations out here for your money. If you notice, you can't find either one of these cards.
All right.
You can't find either one of these cards. So, but either way, these technologies are the things that myself and PK have been talking about for a long time. What's coming? A further boost in performance, picture quality, and all of that. So you see a game like the Medium that internally, from time to time, drops down to 720p, and this is before this upscaling. You'll see, you know, if they ever update the Medium to support this, maybe internal will be 1440p.
All right.
You know, before it does its upscaling, then look a lot better. And PlayStation is definitely going to need that, because if the Xbox was dropping down to 900p, I could have expected PS5 to drop down to internally 720p, and this could be something, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna see that digital foundry. We're gonna see that digital foundry moment. I hope they keep the same energy.
Definitely.
With that being said, we're gonna keep the show moving, man. And this is the subject. This is the subject. This code gonna drop. Pay attention, people. I'm gonna, you know, say who got it. Shout out to my man Bam on the first code. He fast. That dude fast. He answered quick. Yeah. That being said, congratulations, my guy, man, and enjoy. Huh?
I say before you go to the next topic.
Go ahead.
This whole AMD situation, I feel like we're not even into a year with these consoles yet, and I feel like that just added even more years on.
Yeah.
But yo, this is
it's gonna be like
you know what's crazy, Yobi? This is not a situation where this was planned. This is not a situation they just came up with this. This is years of development. They've been working on this. You know, Microsoft has teamed up with them. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, it's good. That's why I keep telling people, we're going to get a Pro. PlayStation need a Pro. I said, they're not going to bring out a Pro. They're not. This generation is ahead of what PC was doing. So why would they bring out a Pro? The average person don't have a 9 teraflop GPU in their house, a 10 teraflop GPU in their house, let alone a 12. That's a fact. So why do they have to go back? Who are they going back for? You get what I'm saying? Right. Who would they be trying to compete with? Each other? They didn't do that to compete with each other. They did that because PS4 and Xbox One was inferior when it came out. Right. Shout out to Phil with that Xbox One X system, and Jason Ronald. Shout out to my super team over there, because that Xbox One X, boy, Forza Motorsport, Forza Horizon, Gears upgrades, PUBG running like it's supposed to. Damn! You know what I'm saying? I'm with all the smoke. But we're going to move in, man. And we're going to talk about Halo Infinite's importance of E3's, to have an E3 strong presence. And I ain't talking about, We got a couple updates. I'm talking about an impressive showcase, and I want to know from this panel how important is the biggest game that Microsoft owns as an IP. How important is for them to aim for the fences, grand slam, slam dunk, 3-pointer at the buzzer? How important is this Master Chief game? We're gonna start off with you, Yobi.
How important?
Yeah.
Well,
what you think they have to do? Like, do you think balls to the wall, or they can give us some BS again and say, "Yo, this is what we got," or you think they gotta aim for the fence?
balls to the wall. Like they gotta hit all cylinders, because before, like, after that trailer drop, which got backlash, Phil said, well, we thought about releasing Halo 5 in parts. If that would have happened, out.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't have been like we
Rain in the building, I see you.
They always consider things like that, but never really do it. Like, there's a million and one things these people consider all the time, but they never really do.
I don't think they should do that.
Never happened, because that would have been,
me neither.
that
Right.
man, that would have been a PR nightmare.
All right, so give us your scenario on what you think they should do. Should they be dropping a multiplayer beta? Should they be showing you what? You know, I told somebody the other night, I think they should have a skit with Craig walking out like he's stunting and showing them new graphics. Like, hey,
They definitely
what's
take
good?
control of that Craig meme.
I'm
They definitely
Craig.
take control of that meme. Yep.
Walk off.
There got to be achievements related to something you happens in game with Craig. Something.
That'd be
Yeah.
funny. They gotta go ball to wall. Like, they gotta knock it out the park, because this is Xbox #1, their flagship game. This is like Halo. Plus,
It's everybody's flagship game. Switch,
Plus,
PlayStation.
Man,
Ain't no first party bigger than that.
Shout out to Atrocity Knights, who just redeemed the code.
Oh, he did? I didn't even see it.
Yes. Not by him, but he said. Okay, it wasn't by him, but somebody did.
But who got it?
HTK360.
Oh,
All right,
there you go.
I
Yeah.
see you 360. Let's go.
Yeah, I
Let's
didn't
go,
know.
baby. Let's go. Congratulations, man, and it's good, man. You know what y'all two did today? And this is a fact. This is the facts. Y'all made me be able to do it next week. And next week I might be giving out some Game Pass codes. I don't know, man. You know, I might be doing that in celebration of E3. I'm gonna try to do some PSN codes myself. Congratulations, enjoy, and you know, that's what we do over here at 108, man. Like I said, man, this channel funded by me, and I just want y'all to say, yo, I got it, so I can just shout you out. It makes me feel good to help anybody on the planet, man. But go ahead, continue.
if you go give out a PSN code, man, I'm gonna throw one your way for the community, man.
Hey, listen, bro. They thank you. I thank you. You know, humbling people is where we at, man. We just trying to each one teach one, baby. Go ahead, continue.
But yeah, this is Microsoft's flagship game. Like, they gotta be balls to the wall. Do I want to see a Halo multiplayer beta? Why not? Get everybody hands on it first. Play the beta. I'll say, don't even put a time limit on it. Just put a beta out up and multiple up until maybe to like a month before the
get
game
your
comes
data
out.
in. Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this, man. Yobi, I want the same thing. I said this somewhere this week. I was talking in the chat, but I'm gonna say this, people.
Talk to 'em.
Halo Infinite multiplayer beta, when the game comes out, is gonna break the internet. So don't be mad.
Yes.
Bro, they gotta get the bro,
I'm just telling y'all ahead of time. Don't be like, yo, what's going on? It's gonna crash. Everybody and their mama who loves Halo is gonna be on that game. It's gonna crash.
It's like a real DDoS attack, but everybody's actually trying to hit the service for real.
Yeah,
instead of hacking.
it's gonna crash. So you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Don't be upset.
Just be overlord.
like when the pandemic popped off and everybody was getting on Xbox Live at the same time and it
Oh my
crashed.
god.
Yo, they gotta get ready for this.
No, ain't no getting ready, bro. There's no getting ready.
You can't. Yeah,
You can't get ready.
Let me tell you,
You can't get ready for that.
It's not
Because even if it can handle the amount of people, the system can't take all those people at one time. Bam, bombarding it. They can't do nothing, son. There's nothing they can technically do to stop the crash. It's gonna crash.
Yeah.
What they can do once it crashes is work out the bugs.
Learn from it.
They need
it.
it to crash to work it out. You know what I'm saying? They can't stop it. If this game, first of all, it's on Game Pass.
Countless people gotta download it.
It's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Day and date.
Yep.
Baseball.
People
Crash.
Yep.
Outriders. Crash for weeks. People kept blaming the game. It's on Game Pass, bro.
That wasn't no game. That was a service. That was a damn service.
Yeah.
Look at Call of Duty. Same thing. And Google run those servers. You know, same thing.
I mean, even games that probably are lesser known, like when they did the beta for the Back for Blood.
Oh, and Halo Infinite's free to play.
Those were crashing too.
Yeah.
In fact, even the developers were like, "Okay, yeah, make our servers crash. We want to know what we have to do to fix it."
And you know what?
And then they pushed the date back.
And let me shout out Mr. Kima. Shout out to you, bro. You always come through, support me all day, every day.
Hell yeah.
Rangy.
Let me say this for the record, and we also forgot to mention that Halo's multiplayer is free to play.
Free to play.
That's even more people.
Yeah. No. Oh yeah. No Xbox
Last
Live.
the generation before, a lot of people would have, seen that as a bad thing. And I don't just mean the PlayStation fanatics, trying to control narratives. A lot of people would have been like, what are they? Because that was the era of the loot boxes were fresh in people's minds, and they really, were ruining homes and people's pockets and all types of stuff. But now you see it as the smart play, exactly just like the digital, the DRM stuff. Not the negative aspects, but the fact that the industry was going, towards digital. It makes sense now, but back then it didn't.
108 Dragons TV welcomes four guys with
not
quarters.
seen as an L because it shouldn't be.
Okay, sick. Come on, give me a point, man.
So, bro,
we got one more subject
long
left.
Long story short, man, there is no more expectations.
Man.
There's no more expectations. Like, expectations are going to be so high. There's always going to be somebody who's going to say something against it or hype it up too high. All they could do is their best. They heard the criticisms from people who are giving actual criticisms and weren't just sitting there complaining.
Right.
Hopefully they listen to mostly those people, right? And so now they can address those factors and complete their vision. And we just got to wait and see. And it's been rumored about the multiplayer beta since back last year when it was supposed to happen. So I'm hoping and praying that's what
I don't see them not having a beta to their top game ever.
Yeah.
Akumu,
I hope so. But expectations are expectations.
Are you a Halo player and are you interested and you think Microsoft got to go balls to the wall, sis? What's good?
Yeah, definitely. They gotta go balls to the walls for sure. Like
you got that radio voice. Yeah, this is BLS 107.5. And we are giving you that hot smoke.
I can't help it.
Couples night out. Hold that.
That's good. That's good.
You dropping this song, Sexual Healing. Sexual Healing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Akuma. Let's go. And she's an official member of the Dragon's Den podcast. Let's stay focused. Let's go.
I was like, I can't help it.
You and K Mega, y'all both got radio eccentric voices. I swear to God, man.
Don't get K Mega started.
I ain't gonna get him started. He do got that voice.
That's put on a banana peel.
Go ahead, come on. I'm sorry, sis. Go ahead.
No. Well, it's funny that you say that because one of my friends actually teases me because it's like when I'm on the phone or I'm doing something, he's like, "You sound different." He goes, and then it's just us talking, like it was me and him talking, and he's like, "You're just like like all over the place," and I'm like, "Work for years of working in HR, I guess."
Yeah. I mean,
you got to calm
facts.
But
when I get bigger, I'm gonna need you for customer service for 108 Dragons TV. That's a fact. Go ahead, girl. Take us home on this subject.
But yeah, like Yobi was saying, this is like, I mean, this is kind of what for me put Xbox on was like Halo. That's because before that, like I said, like my older brother, right? He was PlayStation. You know, that's what he had. Then of course, I mean, we had like the Nintendo, the 64s, or things like that. But Halo is kind of what put the Xbox on the map for both of us.
Facts.
So yeah, they I think for this, yeah, they have to go big. They have to. Because I'm sure that I'm not the only person. My brother wasn't the only person. I'm sure for a lot of people, this is what did it. You know, I have another friend also. That's the whole reason she originally bought the Xbox, because she saw Halo and was like, this looks really good. This looks like a game that I would enjoy. She went out and bought an Xbox specifically for Halo. You know, and then after that, it was like she dabbled in other games.
108
and was like,
Dragons
these are
TV
cool.
welcomes Living
But
Split Screen
specifically,
Podcast
it was
to the
Halo
show.
that brought her to the Xbox.
Facts.
So I think for this showing, especially after like the delay, I believe I think I don't want. I'll be happy. Okay, I'll be happy with what they give me, but I think what they need is give me more than just here's a little scrap here, here's a little scrap there, and we're done. I'm like, okay, you showed me something. I'm happy with, well, no, I'll say I'm content with that. All right, you showed me something. I'm content.
Best choice of words.
You want to make me happy. I want to see everything, right? You're like, I want to see. So yeah, they gotta go big.
All right.
Message.
All right.
Message.
I went to you, yo.
Yeah.
I went to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Lemon. Before you go to the next one, yo, did you know that the original Xbox had over 200 exclusives?
No, I did not.
Bro, that's insane.
You know, one of my favorite is Blue Dragon.
That's a lot of people. Blue Dragon was fire.
Fire.
Blue Dragon.
Never got a sequel.
Fire.
Facts.
Why?
Japanese company, son. I don't know.
Enough said. Japanese. Enough said.
I don't know what they be doing. Emmanuel, welcome, man. I see y'all out there, man. Bloody working them chats. K Mega still in the building. I see y'all out here working these gaming streets, man. And let me say something before I get into a lot of topics. Somebody asked me, said, Lemon, how you keep your motivation up, man? I see you work. I see you always got that energy. You always happy. I said, dude, it's video
crazy.
games.
That's why.
I'm a little off too, but it's like, but listen, man, I love doing this gaming stuff, man. Like I tell every dude on that bucket list, E3, you're a gamer. Get out there, meet the public, meet your just being in this amazing community. And I'm talking about keeping positive people around you and promote a positive message. You know what I'm saying? And when you got people around you doing those things, congratulating you, y'all congratulating each other, you got that great team support. It's easy to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because where else do you go somewhere that you're surrounded by people that love to do what you do? At work, it's not like that. Everybody got their own thing. You meet people in the streets, y'all got their own thing. But what is a community that has the strongest influence on the planet that you want to be part of? It's gaming. So when you surround yourself with the right people, it's like, listen, it's easy to do. It's easy to be yourself. Like, because we all catching nerdgasms for E3. We all going to have a nerdgasm. That's what we do. We fan out to see what we want to see. We get excited. This conversation is lit. This is why we're going to be live doing these live reactions on these podcasts, is because we want to give you the real. We want to say, listen, oh, snap. Oh, frack, that was dope. I'm trying not to curse. So, I'm doing my sci-fi cursing. But sci-fi channel, that is. So, it's easy to be motivated. I've always been this person when it came to gaming, man. And instead of talking on the street to people, now I get to talk to a larger audience. And thank y'all for even listening to me and giving me y'all support. So now, we're going to get into the last topic. This is an individual thing. Anybody can go. I want an E3 wish list. Short, easy, simple, get to the point. But I want to know which anybody on this panel, what is your E3 wish list? E3 starts next weekend, and I just want to know what is your top 2 or 3 things that you want to see at E3? Anybody can go.
The top thing. You know, it's funny. Been watching E3 for a long time, since the mid 90s, 95 and 96 when that first one was out. And then I remember the 2 years when they had him in Atlanta, and you could read about it in magazines because they weren't even mentioning it on TV yet. You know, it wasn't until the later 90s where they did that. So E3 has always been the point, the time where you have high expectations. This is why when I said in the previous subject, you know, you have these crazy expectations. After a while, you just can't expect anymore. You just have to sit back and watch. So I don't have crazy expectations. I just want to see. This is the time Microsoft really has to show and prove with lots of games, because nothing else will be acceptable from people. And even if they do, there's still going to be an uphill battle, because we know there's these poisonous, toxic people who's going to, you know, try to make everything into a Craig situation, no matter how well they do. So They got to try their hardest. They can't show everything at E3. Don't show stuff that's not going to be out for another 2 years. Don't pull a God of War Ragnarok and show the logo and then, you know, falsely making everybody think it's coming out that same year or the next year, when it's not coming until the year after that, and probably going to have another delay, just knowing, you know, the track history, you know. So I want to see lots of games, particularly titles that are coming out either this year or next year. I don't want to see anything from 2023. Okay. Mm-hmm. You could say, you know, we're hopeful for something like XYZ for later, but I want to see stuff for this year and early next.
Okay, so give me something on your wish list.
Oh, geez.
A game. Something. Not an explanation what's going to happen 3 years out.
No, I don't want to see anything from 3 years out. I want to see
something. So give me what games you do want to see. Period.
Splinter Cell.
Okay.
Cell. Everybody's been talking about that. Everybody's talking about it. It's been years. Want to see that. That's the one game I want to see, because everything else is just, you know, you either already know, you already expect it to happen. Right. But Splinter Cell is the one that I don't know why.
You do know the gaming community made that up, though. That's not like the developer never said that. So the hype train, somebody said it, and then everybody ran with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it has been many years.
They try to make it like it's like a myth. They try to make a myth a real thing. So, you know, that's one of them situations. But what else, Nick? What else would you like to see?
That's about it. Like, I really can't. It's just I've been through many of these to have expectations any higher than that.
108 Dragons TV welcomes Graphic God.
You know, sour my opinion of everything.
Akumu, what's a wish list? What's a wish list thing for you for E3? What are you looking forward to? What would you like to see?
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm looking forward to like the PC showcase. Like I said earlier, you know, there's a list of games that we haven't heard about. So, hey, if I could find something new to play, especially fingers crossed horror. I love horror games, like I said earlier. So I would love to see something horror. Games.
Oh hell no.
Game specific. You know, I would like to see something new about like the new Elder Scrolls game, because we got that brief small little trailer that was just like, oh yeah, and then it ended. I want to see more. I want to see, okay, show me more than just like, oh, here's water and then here's our title. Like, I want to see more. Okay, you got me excited. All right, show me more.
Right. Give you something to work with.
Exactly.
Yeah. Don't show me the word Starfield and everybody goes, yo, it's gonna be good.
Exactly.
Like, y'all didn't see nothing. Okay.
It's just like, okay, the water looks nice.
Right.
Like,
I saw 3 planets. Oh my god. Mass Effect is dead.
Watch your mouth.
No, but I'm saying that's how people act when they saw 3 planets. They did.
But other than that,
you're right.
Other than that, two other games that are on my wish list to see is, again, I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. The fact Square Enix is here, I'm hoping for more information on like Final Fantasy 16, because again, we kind of got teased. We saw like some gameplay. I'm hoping they can show us something a little bit more. Maybe even some more on like the Final Fantasy 7 Part 2. I'm waiting on that too. Okay. And then the last one that
you mean Part 1, Part 2?
Yeah, okay, Part 1,
Yeah, let's get that right. It's not a Part 2, it's Part 1, Part 2.
Part 1, Part 2.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And then the last one that's on my wish list again is Dragon Age 4. I mean, they just came out, I think, like a
Let's
month,
get it.
2 months ago.
Let's
with the
get
new
it.
Trailer.
Let's get it.
You showed me, and it was a little short trailer, maybe some words, some of this, and so it's like, okay, expand on that. Show me more. This game has been delayed, and like I said, I was disappointed, but like I said earlier, I want you to take the time because I want it to be polished. Just give me something. Give me something more. I'm hungry for it.
Okay.
I've been waiting for Dragon Age 4 for so long.
Okay. All right. I know Yobi gonna get to the point because Sick was talking about everything else but what he want to see. So, Yob, tell me, what would you like to see? What's on your wish list?
Okay, number one, I have to say Splinter Cell. Why?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
Ubisoft has been putting little Splinter Cell items into every goddamn game, and not his own game. He was in what what's the dude's name for Splinter Cell? Sam Fisher, right?
Yeah, Sam
Seth
Fisher.
Fisher.
Yeah, he was in what they put him in on Ghost Recon, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
They put him in Ghost Recon and Rainbow Six.
Yeah, I'm a Rainbow
When I
Six
saw
head
that,
too. Big time.
The first thing that went in my mind was like, oh shit, we getting a Splinter Cell this year. Never happened. So it's like y'all putting them in every other game but his own game. So hopefully, I'm not raising my expectation. I would like to
He was
see
the only
Splinter Cell.
challenge to Metal Gear. Let's be real. Siphon Filter had a chance, but they destroyed the series.
Facts.
That's a fact.
So Splinter Cell.
With my facts counters out there. With my facts counters. Let's go.
Yeah,
With my facts counters.
Splinter Cell's one. Two, I would love for them to finally say something about Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
Yo, I'm done with that game.
Because no, wait, hold up, because people say, oh, it's not coming out, but they made an announcement, I think like a year back, saying, oh, they halted production on it because of the success of Tekken 7. So hopefully we see something on
Dude,
that.
they should have been did
Yeah, I
that
do
game.
remember
First
that.
of all, I'm not looking forward to Tekken controls. I like Street Fighter Cross Tekken better. I'm not looking for Namco's version of Street Fighter controls with Tekken controls. I'd rather have Street Fighter controls with Tekken characters. Just saying.
Well, they did that already, and a lot of people didn't like it.
But the game was a success.
Yeah, it was
Everybody don't like everything sick. I'm just saying.
true.
It wasn't.
I double dipped on that game. I bought it on console and PC. I bought it on PC just to do the mods because I wanted to fight with the Avengers.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I love the game, but they were supposed to release it next year, right after. That game is over 10 years old. Move on. I'm serious.
But check this out.
I'm looking forward to
When
Guilty
Tekken
Gear.
7
Shout out to
dropped-
Guilty Gear.
But when Tekken 7 dropped and Akuma was on there, it's like, oh shit. Oh, okay. So
Yeah. He's a guest character. I wish Tekken 7 looked nice like Soul Calibur, but whatever. I gotta buy it on PC, but I ain't when it drops to like $20, I'll buy it on PC. Cause that's where it looks good at. It don't look good on Xbox. And it don't run good either.
Right. A third game, I know this is far fetched. Power Stone. Hope you see.
Oh, somebody, let me shut your mic off right now. This dude is crazy.
Yo.
Nah, that would be a good. That would be a nice
It was
update to a game.
It was a leaked document from Capcom when they got hacked saying that they was working on a new Power Stone. So don't do that.
Yo, listen, Power Stone's my game. That was my game. 4 players, my house, Dreamcast. I had a DLP TV back then. Remember those DLPs?
Oh, the
Yes,
big
Yeah, with the big damn screen. I had all that. And we used to play the hell out of it. Facts.
With the glass.
Where my facts counters at?
Right. And one more game I want to see is. No, I'm not saying Mass Effect because that shit is still in pre-production. Excuse my language. Is Shadow Complex 2 because they are working on the Shadow Complex 2.
I wish you'd have told me that, K Mega. Look what K Mega just typed to the chat.
What the sucker said? Tekken 7
Tekken 7 was $10 on PC 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Thank you for being a good
You ain't
bestie.
saying nothing.
I was talking about Street Fighter X Tekken, not Tekken 7. Anyway,
Thank you for being a good bestie. Thank you.
But yes, my last game is Shadow Complex 2.
I can go with
see
that. That would be awesome. My prediction is, listen, man. I'm gonna keep it quick and simple. Halo, Infinite, multiplayer.
You know Halo's
No. But I'm talking about balls to the walls. Not you. Yo, listen. I was not happy with what they showed. A lot of things that happened in that demo they showed last year. A lot of people couldn't comprehend what was happening. If it ain't 1,000 sparkles on the screen, they didn't understand. Did you see how smooth that frame rate was?
Oh, that shit was beautiful.
Did you see how sharp the picture quality was? These dudes did Halo 4, the best looking Halo on 360, destroying what Bungie did. Halo 5 is ridiculous in terms of effects. And we're going to doubt 343. All of a sudden, they showed a game that was in the alpha stage. We're going to doubt them. Let's not do that. But what I do want to see is some new gameplay elements, some brand new human weapons, because as K-Maker will tell you, Lemon don't play with alien weapons. I don't. So, love the game. I just don't like alien weapons. It's like one or two of them, maybe three that I like. But I'm a Halo retard for Slayer. This is what I play. This is what they play in competition. I love the game. I want to see a multiplayer with great maps, bring back some old ones, add them to new ones, Call of Duty status, and that's what I want to see. I want to see something on Starfield. Not that I'm advocating for it, but I want people to have something to actually be excited for. Give us something. Put them on stage. I think we're going to get it.
We're not talking about Starfield.
Then, bro, I got you. This is my 3, though. This is my 3.
No, okay, I feel you.
This is my 3. And my other one is, like I keep telling people, we're not getting no Horizon, no Forza Horizon this year. Motorsport is going to destroy every racing game out there.
Did you hear that, K-Mega? It's Forza Horizon 4, and it's not coming out.
5.
It's Forza Motorsport.
It'll be Forza Motorsport.
Forza Horizon 5
I guarantee it.
It's Motorsport.
I guarantee it.
What did you say a few days ago, Lemmy? That Series S trailer they show at the VGAs. What car do they show on there?
You're right. They showed Motorsport.
What car do they show?
Motorsport. Motorsport will be dropping, and we're gonna see graphics we've never seen before in our life. If anybody gonna trick out that Xbox Series X, Turn 10, and that development team over there with that Motorsport, there's no car game to date look better than 7. Not one.
Check this out. K-Mega. I'm going to bet you.
Uh-oh. We live. It's recorded.
If they reveal Forza Horizon 5 to be the next one coming out, and it's not Motorsport, I will buy a Stadia and burn it on camera.
You'll buy what?
I will buy a Stadia and burn it on camera.
You got to burn something that matters. How about this? If it comes out, let me revamp your contract. I'm your lawyer. Yo, Grab, step to the side. I got this. You listen. I ain't making that bet for K-Maker because I'm not doing that because he's anti what I said. How about this? You win, you buy. Nah, I ain't co-signing that. You know what? You do what you want to do. I was gonna say if you win, he got to buy you the game. But if you lose, you buy him the game. That sounds good. You know what? I'm the Don King of this situation. Let's go. Yo, K-Mega, you agree with that? Whoever lose the bet, buy the game for the other?
Graphic God.
He's like, what? Yo, I'm trying to be like the intern lawyer Graph. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to negotiate an undercut contract. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the major contract. I just want a couple points.
Okay, this is fair. Okay, so if they reveal Motorsport to be the next Forza, I will buy the entire GRG Forza Motorsport 5.
You don't whoa. You don't got that many Motorsport fans, but I just said you and K Mega. That's good enough. Stop right there. You ain't, Come on, son.
Hey,
You ain't get
hey.
no. You're not going out like that. I'm your lawyer today. So, K Mega, you agree with that deal? Whoever loses by the other one in the game, we can go with that.
Yes.
But all I want from you, K Mega, I want you to do what you usually do when I'm right. Go on Twitter and say, yeah, Lemon told me 108 said it. That's all I need. Just pump my ego a little bit, man. But listen, man, we're coming to the end, man. Yobi, you've been a fantastic guest. Akumu, you know I love you, girl. You are an official member. You know what I'm saying? And Sick, you already know what it is, bro.
Legend.
The greatness. Retro Renegades King. Facts. Where my facts count is at. It's good to have you, my brother. Long overdue. Always in the chat. Always been supportive. Love you to death, man. And when I pull up in Miami, we gonna do that live. That'll be facts. Tell them where they can find you, what you got coming up next. You know, you got that retro, but I want you to drop it, man. Tell them where you at. What you doing?
Yo, hold up. Graphic guy just said, Yobi better not close his account with the law firm Graphic and God.
I see that. Okay, K Mega said he co-signed that contract. Okay, we good. We live. Got mad witnesses in here too. Shout out to everybody that hit that. Yo, if you have it, man, and you brand new here, please subscribe because I keep my energy up. I do it for us, man. It's not about, if you even look at my motto, it's about the gamers with a. This is a channel where the gamers got a voice, man. We do what we need to do as gamers, as a community, and we keep it pushing. So tell them where they can find you, Yobi. Dragonheart Yobi. Ooh, bites.
Yes, talk to me. I'm Mr. Peace Love Life Dragonheart Yobi. You can find me at Twitter, Instagram, and PlayStation at Dragonheart Yobi. Xbox Live at D Heart Yobi. And catch me on Twitter. I post every inspiration videos every other day. In case
yes, you do.
That day.
You also did two amazing things today. Two.
What's that?
You the first person I let curse so much on my channel, and you came through with the Jodeci hoodie on. That's what I'm talking about. I wanna talk to you so very long.
Talk to me.
That's my boy.
Hey man, and you can find me at Retro Renegades at
Facts.
7 p.m. every Tuesday.
Facts. You want to come have some fun on a Tuesday night? Get a couple brewskis and pull up the Retro Renegades. This week, got my boy 100. I think I'm going to have to pop in there, Graph, because I can't miss another episode with that fool on there.
You got to come through, bro. You got to come through.
And
you know
my
what?
sister.
I love having you on.
Yo, facts. Facts. Got my sister, man. Shout out to the Master Degree Division. You know, I always talking about the Master Race. She's the Master Degree Division. Talk about that smoke. Let's get it.
Matters. That's the race that matters.
That's the race that matters. That's a fact. Always coming through here with a radio personality, a.k.a. I'm challenging K Mega all day. Where can they find you? Where do you stream? And tell them, sis, whatever you want to tell them, man. Shout out to punk ass boyfriend and all that. Now, Micro Mini Pimp in the building. Let's go.
Wow. That was PK with the fitness.
I mean, you can find me on Twitter. I try to support, so you'll probably see me retweet a lot of people's streams, YouTube videos. I also like Yobi for people who have a bad day. For me, animal pictures help, so I also post animal pictures or retweet things that I think will help people feel good. You can find me on Twitch under Akuma_Matata. And I've been streaming, still working out a schedule, but lately I've been really late. I've been streaming about like 12 midnight, 1 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Stream, and, they will come.
And I'm working on editing some of my streams and everything, so soon I'll have my YouTube channel up and running.
Oh, wait a minute, man. Before we get into my man Super G is in the building. Shout out to the driver. What up, bro? We got to get you on the show, man. You got to let me know when you free. You know, Saturdays, and maybe you might even pop up on that live stream. You got to see what you got to do for that E3 life because we always together at E3. What up?
Bloody nuts. What you talking about? Treat me. You were just threatening me in the chat earlier. I'll break your goddamn knee.
He confused. Yo, sick man. Let them know where they can find you, bro. We out of here. Another great episode, man. My brother always holding it down. We went at it last night on GRG, but he's still my brother. You can't do that. Go ahead, son. Tell them what he got.
Check me out. You can find me on Twitter. You already know the name. You could find me on every game platform there is. It's always the same name. Six Slayer. You can find me on GRG Friday nights, 9 p.m. and right here on Saturday nights, 7 p.m. Right here on these Dragons Den show I named. So proud to be on every night, every week. So come check us out once again next week. And yo, real quick, I finally got that Sinden light gun. You can hear the recoil.
Oh, nice.
I've been waiting on this for about a year. About a year I've been waiting on this.
Yo,
So, yeah,
shots fired.
Yes. Virtual shots fired. But
Shots fired.
It's just here too, bro. So anyway, yeah, come check us out.
So it didn't get damaged, no?
No, it didn't get damaged after all. The packaging was really good, but no shout outs to UPS, the postal service. You know, it's damaged the hell out the box. Look at this, man. And that's the inner box, that's the outer box. But thankfully they padded it up.
Yeah, facts.
It was all right.
Facts. All right, man. Y'all already know, man. 1,300 subscribers. We pushing forward, man. Thanks to the gaming community. It is greatly humbling, man. I appreciate everybody. Next week we should have on my man Attic, and the week after that we should have on my other man Lord Cognito. You know what I'm saying? The host with the most entertainment, and all this other stuff he be coming up when he do intros.
AKA Mr.
Introducing.
I love those intros of his.
That's my God. They should be on in the next 2 weeks, man. It is greatly humbling. Greatly appreciated to have everybody come through. My gaming content creators and my community. It is, like I said, I can't say it enough, man. We at 1,300. We're pushing forward, man. If you're new here, like and subscribe. And with that being said, like I always say, bring your game and not your name. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Deuces. See y'all next week, baby. Or check out that content all week. Let's get it.
Back.